Hello everyone, and welcome to Pokerole, episode 103. We are back for another session after the last session 2 weeks ago. We are back on our normal schedule too, which is nice. We are continuing to go through Eternatus' prison place. Maybe the groups will meet up again. We're kind of split right now. Who knows? But before I begin, I would like to say that, of course... Why is that not working? Okay, now it is. Yay! If you like the video, do think about giving a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, of course, think about coming over to Twitch or try to reach a partner over here. But we need more viewers to do it. So if you want to come by, whether it's a lurk or a top, think about doing so because it really does help. Also, I have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. I got a coffee link if you want to help directly monetize my content. And I have a merch store if you want to buy some cool merch. In addition to that, you can also see... Why did I open a help menu? Alright. I don't know how that happened. You can also see that I have we have a wiki link, PokePioneers.fandom.com, if you want to check that out to get some cool insight on previous episodes, characters, etc. All those links will be in the description. In addition, one more thing I'd like to note is that right now if you type, I'm going to type it for you guys, if you type !million in the chat, this link will also be in the description of the YouTube video. We are currently catching 1 million Pokemon to support childhood cancer research. St. Baldrick's is doing this. It's a charity event. This is not a stream for the charity event, but I am streaming for the charity event. I streamed yesterday, Tuesday, as well as my Friday and Sunday streams will also be part of the event, so come on by them. But regardless of whether or not I'm actually streaming, I have a page there you can check out if you want to help donate and support this charity. So take a look at that if you're interested. And like I said, all links will be in the description, so... But that being said, how's everybody doing?
Hey, oh, I'm good.
I'm doing alright. I know Kyrio is nonverbal. Hopefully they are also doing alright.
Kyrio is feeling a little dehydrated, so we won't be on voice. But we got Tubby back!
Kyrio doing alright. That's good.
Good. I've been a little ill today, but I'm okay. I'm holding up alright. But,
I expected Tubby to introduce themselves.
I
no.
expect that too. Tubby! We
okay?
just got him back and he left again. Gotta make sure he's around for the recap too. It's kind of important for him.
Did Tubby go to get water or something?
I imagine he probably stepped away for something. I don't know. I haven't heard. In the meantime, though, while we wait for him, I guess I could share some art. So let me do that.
Share the art, share the art, share the art.
2 arts.
2 arts.
2 arts. Arts.
Of the same subject, no less.
Yes. First, we got Zebachi's art from my last session thumbnail. This is, of course, Liar, that we met in session 102. Interpretation. I think Kar, you said... I rather like this interpretation, but I think, Kar, you said that you wanted to make your own interpretation, too, so you drew Liar as well.
Yes. Because, unfortunately, words do not do justice to the way Liar is supposed to look.
I definitely feel the gauntness of this form that was described pretty well last time.
Hydra also said that it's mildly unintentional. They're supposed to be very slender and androgynous.
Yeah, very slender. Well, I mean, gaunt doesn't make some amount of sense considering they were being a prisoner and all.
Sure.
Yeah, so... You also described them as frail, I think, which does come across here.
Yes, they are very frail.
Looks like a mythical creature. A lot of Pokemon are.
Yes. Also, you can thank Zebachi for, like, the layered leaf hair they have going on over there.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't have thought to do that without Zebachi's drawing.
I did like the head of hair that he gave him. Him,
It's
her,
cute.
them.
Adorable.
But Liar is a Sawsbuck, right?
They are a Sawsbuck, but they are not a normal Sawsbuck.
Yeah. I realize now that the way Zebachi did it kind of has a bit of weird ear in it, too, actually. Kind of how he did it.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. But yeah, calling them a sawsbuck is... Oh, hello, Tubby.
Tubby!
Oh,
Hi, welcome back again.
the loud ships.
Loud ships? Is that why you
That's okay.
disappeared?
Okay, you were having snack. I see. We were worried.
It was so basically you were just saving our ears from like this.
My ears.
Proceeds to do it anyway.
Okay. Alright. Kind of like how King Zeal isn't quite a normal pyro. That is correct. They have differences in appearance. They are still that species of Pokemon. It's just, they look very different from the norm. Which, if you're looking at my rendition of Liar, that should be pretty dang apparent.
Yes. Real fast thing. Did I announce the stream correctly? Because we only have we have kind of a smaller number today. I think I announced correctly. Okay, yeah, I did.
I think you did.
Alright, just double checking.
I'm sure people will filter it.
Yeah. On that note, though, since Tubby is back, do you want to do a recap?
I would like to do a recap. In fact, I will do the really short summary that I have in our group chat, which I think is pretty amusing in its own right.
Okay.
The most basic summary is Ralph and Rida finished off the remaining Dragon Eaters, though not before Rida got knocked into primal state. They then mind-crushed the last bug.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yep. Brooke, Tucker, and Noibat got to see Eternatas take an interest in a specific prisoner and some spooky bone soldiers to guard them. After Attorney Bernie left, the trio ambushed the sentries and dismembered them, temporarily. Brooke ends up freeing the prisoner, an unusual suspect speaking a strange language with glowing red thread in their antlers. Goodness, say that 5 times fast. The now 4 escape as the sentries reanimate themselves and start to give chase. During the escape, the Sawsbuck introduces themselves in Broken Common. Their name is Liar. That is actually the most accurate summary that I've got.
And it's Broken Common because they speak Draconic as a main language, it seems.
Well, they don't speak the Draconic language, they speak something else.
Oh, okay.
Right. So by Mind Crush, Rida like psychic lifted me and psychic slammed me into them like a wrecking ball, was it?
Yeah, let's describe what actually
that-
Tubby did last session, technically.
Yes, yes. So
Rida... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay, so Rida did do that, and then... So after Rida went down, after they got back up, their rolls were incredibly high. I think everyone was a crit. So...
Almost.
Yeah, they just sort of obliterated them.
It's a song.
What was that, Tubby?
It's a song. I got no down. Or the make it. Yeah, you're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but when I get back up, you're never gonna keep me down.
Demonetized, no.
No. Nah.
It's fine, I have music playing over this, so it's gonna be too confusing for that.
I sing something, but we get demonetized for a different song. My singing's that bad.
Like I say, YouTube's demonetization is so reliable, it's kind of useful to look up songs with. Just bait it with a video and find out what the song is.
Yep.
But yeah, Tubby was mostly used as a resource by Rida last session. Or, I'm sorry, Ralph, rather.
Yeah. So the skeletons pulled themselves back together because I already have a shenanigan in mind.
They have. Unfortunately, you are not fighting skeletons. You are fighting, Dragon Buggy Boys.
They're all
Well, we
were now, though.
Yeah,
Well,
they've
on
all
your
been-
side.
Yeah, on your side, they have been obliterated. There's plenty around where the others are. And Hydra already has a thing that they want to start doing as soon as I give the players control. So... I'm going to swap to number 35 and read a thing, and then I will give you all control.
35. Do I need to swap it?
You can if you want. This is the one with lyrics. I will put it just a bit softer.
Okay.
Since I'm going to be reading.
Should I actually switch it to that? I didn't know we'd get right into that one. But if that's what's going on first off, sure, I'll switch it.
You can leave it instrumental if you want. If it would be better because I am going to be reading the glimpse.
Oh, I missed that glimpse. I missed a lot of stuff lately.
But yeah. I just have it soft because there's lyrics to this one.
I'll just turn it down a little bit. I'll leave it on this
that are
level.
not lyrics.
Okay.
Alright. If I can find it. I should have had this prepared beforehand.
It'll probably be okay.
So, once upon a time, in a forest far away, teeming with life of all kinds, there was a lyre coveted by all its inhabitants. It was strung with vibrant vines that shone in the rainbow's hues, and was said to be blessed by the incarnation of life itself. Beautiful and gentle in its notes, the lyre shared of itself with all who would partake. Even the greedy and the jealous would find themselves unable to maintain their selfishness before the lyre. Such warm melodies it spilled forth melted cold hearts and soothed aching pits where they lay within. A selfless instrument by contrast, seemingly unable to knowingly bring pain to others. One day, the lyre became lost from the forest. All the residents sought the comforting melody and sweet tremolo that so often graced their home, but to no avail. Neither in the vaulted boughs of the tallest trees, nor beneath the deepest roots would they find what had gone missing. Not a single plucked note to give clue to where the lyre had gone. So the forest grew darker and less vibrant, clouded in a somber fog. Never would the lyre return, for it had been lost in a place dark and deep, beyond the reach of all who live in light, imprisoned in a dungeon by a warden who coveted and reviled its naive charity, locked away in a cell of sanguine threads encased in iron and despairing stone that leached all hope from the incarcerated. No key for the lock that sealed away the lyre, for only the heartless servants of the warden could open the door, and none would ever desire to. So is the story of the lost lyre, prisoner and trophy to a cruel and exacting master that would see no note be played again. And if you want, I can read the most recent glimpse out to the audience too.
That one you just read was one I actually did read. I didn't know we'd be coming back to that backstory. Cool. The recent one, though, I haven't actually seen, so feel free if you want to.
Very well. A series of tablets, metal and stone, are bound in vines like steel. Upon the pedestal they sit, and they remain open beneath a verdurous light, pristine, untouched. What once we thought camaraderie is little more than circumstance. We cannot hope to face the unliving and the ascended as marshals of mortal ken. Faith that wavers is strength no more, but among us are those to whom faith means naught. a deal is struck. Bound by divine ichor, neither side may renege on this contract, loath as we are to be bound to each other. Such is the nature of our kith. Let it be writ for all time, that neither may forget. Thou who art prisoner shall provide means to forestall a flood of steel and light. In return my own heart shall be given of freely, that the prisoner never lack for companionship. Be it a decade or an aeon, sealed thus the contract shall be made immutable truth. Yes, Kyrio sacrificed the escape orb so that Liar could escape, even though that may have been unintentional.
It paid out.
I shall use the only emote I can use with all this backstory information.
What emote is that?
Charem gasps because this goes over my feeble mind somewhat. This backstory partially.
Oh goodness, I forget what... I believe it was number 13 that we were using before, though. For the background. For the background.
Music? Yes, if you'd like to switch it back to that, it's up to you.
Yes, we may switch it back to that now. We are out of backstory mode.
I think it's fairly appropriate to say, and I think it's fair at this point, I can just say it, this is basically Liar's song.
Oh, the instrumental thing? Yes.
What we've been playing.
It's totally Liar's song.
I'll move back to 13, was it?
Yep.
Huh, how unlucky.
It's not loading.
No.
Is it?
It's fine.
Oh, if you you can also sometimes you have to refresh the page for something to load on SoundCloud. Wait, 13? Yeah, was that the right one?
How do I reload the page?
13. If you wanted to go back to the one we were playing before, that's not 13. I think it was 12.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 12. Oh wait, you're asking how to go back to the page? Remember I pinned that thing? You can do that. Just copy the thing I pinned in the Pokerole thing.
Oh, you're right. It is 12.
It's 12.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
12.
Doesn't look like reloading fixed it. I can only see 16 up.
You could try going to a completely different page and then going to the page you're on before that. I usually can fix it by doing that at least.
Okay. Nope, it is very consistent. 16 up is all I can see.
That's...
Oh well, I guess I'm stuck with Liar's song. Not a bad jam.
Alright, fair enough then.
Oh, actually, you know what? If I can't listen to the proper song, I'm going to listen to a certain one that was recently added.
You could also literally ditch the table and come back. That would also fix it.
True, and there's also links outside. It does not matter that much.
You actually can play it in your own browser with the links I provide in the pinned comment, technically, too.
True.
So
I feel
that
like
would
this
work
song
there.
is fitting for my end, at least.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it is fitting for your end.
Oh wait,
at
now
the
it's
very least.
appearing. Okay, never mind.
What?
SoundCloud's great. This is why I...
Yeah, now it just suddenly started working.
That's the reason I don't pay for its monthly subscription.
Anyway, proceed.
Proceed? You're the one who has to proceed, because we are going to zero in.
Yeah, who are we starting with?
Instead of starting with group Liar, we are starting with group Rida. And there's a reason
fair.
I'm calling it group Rida.
That's fair. I mean, Tubby should get back in the game, too, so...
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Tubby.
I also...
Is there any other confusion you want to clear up, or you feel caught up?
Reminder, you're still muted.
He's muted? Oh.
Maybe eating chips.
Yeah, because munch.
Don't worry, I'll provide backing audio for what he's doing.
There's no...
Slurp. I have a coffee here. But no, I feel pretty caught up. It was,
okay.
Essentially, I came in like a wrecking ball.
Yes, you smushed bug. And I believe the last thing that happened was Ryda hopped down off of your bulk.
Yes, after landing on you.
Yes. Mind-crushing glass centipede.
Yes.
I always knew all this was good for something.
So, without further ado, I guess I'll start us off. So, after totally destroying those bugs, Ryda will go over to the corpses and start ripping them apart. They intend to take the stingers for weapons and tear their heavy armored bodies for armor.
Okay.
Oh, that's brilliant, actually.
Somehow I figured Ralph
I'm
would say
curious,
that.
given Ryda's situation, does Ryda say anything at all to Ralph?
No,
Okay.
just immediately gets to it.
I feel like Ralph has enough ingenuity to recognize what he's doing, though. Ralph will assist with his thunderous, super awesome strength.
So, Luxray actually sees no problem with this, aside from possible time constraints. Florence is kind of squicked by this, and backs up. Hatterene is keeping her distance at the moment, but she is currently staring at Ryda fairly intently.
Do I notice that Florence looks kind of grossed out?
Florence is making a bit of a face. He's got, like, his shoulders up a bit, you know, in the way that characters do when they're repulsed.
Florence is a bit hard on his sleeve. If he's feeling something, you generally will easily notice it. I notice.
Yeah. hey, Florence. Hey, you look at me, right? Hey, I'm gonna take a stand. I'm gonna drop some guts in there. You hold this for me for a second.
What the bloody hell's this wrong with you? We gotta get out of here. This ain't no time for japes. He just shakes his hand a bit, looks around, and just very unsubtly wipes his hand on Luxray's flank. Luxray just squints at him. So for Ralph and Ryda,
in a movie.
Yeah.
How's everybody else looking, by the way, if I may ask? Because they were finding their own group. Are they good?
So Florence and Luxray are a bit beat up, but they aren't seeming too worse for wear at the moment. It appears as though they have avoided being poisoned, which was a big concern for them on their side. They were fighting the scorpion duders.
Yeah.
So, Ralph. Let's see. How are you going about pulling useful bits off these poor dead creatures?
I imagine I go to the first joint and fucking try to wrench it off of there.
Huh, weird. Why do you have a 100 money that is red?
Oh no, he earned some blood money.
I just noticed that.
Why is that? Oh, it must have. Maybe it was actually. We were dying a lot of models lately, so maybe that just got caught up in it.
Oh, you know what? I bet that must have happened when we were trying to fix Liar.
Ralph did some really nefarious back alley deals we didn't know about.
All right. Then I will allow you to make a strength survival if that's what you're doing. I don't know how methodical Ryda is being at the moment.
So they're using a combination of their strength and psychic ability to just tear this thing apart. Like,
wait, is that correct?
No holding back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Making sure to take it apart intact, though, so like sections at a time.
7.
Okay.
Hey, there, that's 8.
Hey, that gave you a puzzle.
That is
cheapest.
At least.
Yeah, wow. Y'all are sort of feeling the hurt with Brooke not there to boost your skill checks. Without a leader, skill checks are hard.
My strength is
But hey, it's...
getting me here.
Oh, by the way, I used both charges of your lucky hat last time.
Oh, nice.
There were some bad rolls. So yeah, you have your charges back because they're session by session.
Okay. So I used to take too long. I'm gonna just scoop them up and into my inventory and go.
Oh, are you just going to scoop a body into your bag?
Do you want inventory cards for what your guys are gathering? Hold on.
Hang on, I need this clarified. Are you just scooping a body into your bag?
I mean, if time is of the essence, then let's see. Let's see. 15. I am holding quite a few things, though.
Let's see. How many things are you holding? Oh, you have the charcoal sketch with you. That's cute.
Since you guys are gathering substantial things, I just added some blank item cards next to the mat here. Feel free to just name them and throw them in your inventory. If you're
yeah. So, Dragon Eater C will take up 5 slots. You have 1 slot left in your bag, Ralph.
Oh, I can help you with that.
Rita, I'm sorry. I need you to roll.
Here you go, Ralph. This is for you.
If you're going to use psychic ability, I will let you do special channel survival.
Actually, wait, did we keep the models for the Dragon Eaters? Oh, here they are.
Yeah, they're around. I think they were put.
They were put away.
Yeah, we put them away.
Moment. Oh, let me just make
Mark,
this
it's
a little
hot
more
in my room.
Yep, Ryda's still unhinged.
Oh boy.
Wait, I thought they recovered from being unhinged.
They have not. They have not.
Here you go, Tubby. Like slightly more thematic.
Perfect. Just perfect.
Item, giant bug, item. There we go.
Okay.
The inventory looks great.
That's for psychic. You can also do... I will let you do a strength survival if you want to, just so you can attempt to pull off certain pieces.
Would this be an addition, or...?
This is a separate roll for when you're pulling stuff off and not using psychic ability.
Oh, there we go.
I keep forgetting that Lizard has an ingot.
Yep.
Jeebus! I know it's only 3 successes, but gosh dang it.
Ryda.
Well done.
Oh, you made the blank cards. Thank you. I need those.
They scare even me.
Oh yeah, I made the blank cards. You can name whatever, and you know.
Oh, I'm already modded. Thank you.
You are. I did that when you were first joining. Oh my god, I'm so glad I got a glue stick. My reaction emotes, you know, the ones that make Tucker happy and stuff. I have a keyboard thing for it, but the labels, they kept peeling off. I got a glue stick, and now they're not doing that. Yeah. Sounds really minor, but it was so annoying for like weeks.
Awesome.
I can press buttons and stuff. It's good.
Is it picking up the apple crunches?
I don't
It is
think so.
not. Let's go.
What's that?
I was like, is it picking up the apple crunches? And then I bit into the apple again. I'm like, it is not. Let's go.
Listen, if you're doing mukbang ASMR, I don't really care. You can do that. I don't know. It's not that big deal. So you took the plates for them. Okay. You also took the claws.
Apparently.
Huh.
I'm going to duplicate one of these.
Oh, I got a lot. Yeah, that checks out.
You've definitely gathered resources for crafting. What is this, an MMO? That's a really weird first-time chat message we just got. Did you know you have rights? I do, in fact, have rights because I live under a non-anachronistic government. Fancy that.
Right. So that total has taken up 5 slots of your storage right now. One for each of the items. So 1 for each plate, 1 for each claw.
Ah, I see. So there's plates, claws, and then stinger.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And Ralph has just taken an entire centipedal dragon eater.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't have time for this.
Time for autopsy later.
Actually, figuring these things out might be an interesting scientific venture if you ever get out of here.
But boy, Ralph was not gifted with medical knowledge.
True. Science can kind of branch into that. Kinda.
Boy, Mawile is not going to like it if you do that in her house.
No, not enough room in her house.
It's also worth asking how quickly do these things rot?
Good question. Also, they're insectoid enough that, I don't know, they would leave us, I think.
Yeah, they'd leave parts behind, I suppose, but regardless.
Are you two done? Luxray sort of ass staring at the both of you.
What kind of hobbies?
After Ryder finishes, they sort of stand up, like dust off their hands, and then proceed to turn to everyone. Yes, I am complete. Now, we must head off and find Mistress. She must be waiting for us.
Sounds good. I hereby appoint you temporary leader unless I say so. Alright, let's go.
Well, you have 3 options. There's an exit on the left, on the right, one ahead of you. All dark caverns leading off into the prison. It is at this time that I can probably find a tile.
Oh my
Would
gosh.
it be possible for Ryder to do sort of a psychic sense to see if they can find Brooke?
Everybody's saying poor Hatterene. I mean, that's true. They've been kind of having a rough, empathetic situation, I suppose.
Your leader, unless I say so. Chain of command is as intact as ever.
Yep, very solid.
Yeah.
So, yes, you may.
Man. Freaking yeah, Hatterene. I could just imagine. Leave the tower every once in a while, they said. It'll be great, they said. You'll de-stress.
Leave the tower, I said. It'll be for my own good, I said. I should get out more often, I said.
This poor Mon is never gonna fucking set foot outside the tower again.
No. Hatterene very much will attempt to be out of the tower more. Besides, they have things they want to do. Were you going to use a move for this, or are you trying to just sort of psychic sense?
I'm not sure any of these moves would work besides psychic. If that.
Just asking, just in case.
Yeah, I think it's more just a sense rather than using a move.
Okay. Then, give me an insight survival channel.
Let's see how long Ryder's streak lasts.
Not bad. You can sense something connected to Hatterene. It leads you off in the left direction.
Alright.
Then Ryder will head left.
Looks like we're left with one choice.
Oh gosh, this tile is weird. I'm trying to make it work, I promise.
You know, it's not the lame puns that makes Tubby's jokes good. It's the fact that he loves them so much when he's making them.
Oh my god. My boss at work is so tired of them, but...
I can't hate somebody so earnest, though.
We get new employees all the time, and they think they're funny.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Like, we got this new employee, and a police officer goes through, and he says, huh. And he's former inmate. He says, I think that's one of the cops that arrested me. And it's like, the tables have turned. Now they're working you.
Wow. That's bad. But I like it.
That is bad. Right. As Ryda walks down this passage, leading everyone, it's sort of a train of Ryda, Ralph, Luxray, Florence, and Hatterene at the back. Which is actually probably the safest place Hatterene can be. Because assuming any sort of dragon move comes their way, they'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Hatterene probably should be, like, focusing as much on Ralph as possible. It's like, God, it's cringy and silly, but at least he's not, like, depressed.
Oh, Ralph is probably the only thing keeping Hatterene sane at the moment.
I'm keeping someone sane.
Well, Ralph and Luxray. Luxray is very calm. Now that the battle's over, they're like, okay, that's done, now to leave.
They're a fairly orderly sort with how they think.
Yes. But, as you follow this sense down the left passageway, you find it branches off. To your left, it looks like the beginnings of another cell. Almost as if it's forming organically out of the cavern. It even appears as though there's bars beginning to form at the top of an entryway into this dead end. The right leads further in, winding. There's an amount of distant chittering behind you all. Hatterene speaks up. We had best continue to move. Also, I'm sorry if this is a wrong voice. I'm trying my best to remember. It's been a while since I voiced Hatterene.
It's fine.
They will be upon us shortly.
I had no intentions of slowing down.
Given there's only one way to go.
Boy, maybe they ought to slow down, huh? So I smirk, and when everyone's cleared through out of the corridor, I'm gonna target the wall with a rock metronome.
Oh boy! Go ahead and roll your metronome accuracy.
Way to go, Ralph.
Trying to cave in the tunnel behind.
Yeah, that's my intent here.
Let's see what happens.
Alright, Dex Fight channel. I used to get the Dex Fight channel on basic TV. It's okay, but not the best.
Brooke, can you do me a favor
and just mix them all?
And roll a Doom die? Also, oof, that
Ralph
accuracy.
misses the wall.
I see. I like how you predicted that he needed a Doom die.
Okay.
Should I... so, Mr. DM, in your professional opinion, should I, hat that?
You can't... Oh, damn it. I was trying to grab a Doom die and keep it out so I could make it a counter. It's fine.
I think I could do that.
Done.
Weird that I couldn't.
You just have to go to the edge of it.
Okay. And there's a reason for that counter. I will explain it when we get back over to Lyrebrew. Okay. Ralph is doing rock metronome. Oof.
Didn't Ralph get a 0 on accuracy though?
He did.
He did. Just because he missed doesn't mean it didn't work.
He did ask you if he... wait, Tubby, did you ask if you should lucky hat that?
Yeah, should I?
You do not have to.
That might be meta knowledge, to be fair.
You don't have to.
But should you?
You may if you wish. Are you sure? Because if you had this, I have to re-roll what the move is.
I'm gonna stick with this standing result.
Cool. Your accuracy is -1 because you got rock slide.
Wait, it's already.
Oh.
If the accuracy rolls could go negative, it's already negative. Wow. Oh wait, no, it would be 0. Never mind.
No, it won't be 0.
-1.
So fuck do I hit?
So Ralph, I need you to make a Dex fight evasion at -2, as you nearly bring down the cave on yourself. Oh no! The area is fighting against you with your dang moves.
Oh wait, shit! That was at 1. I didn't -2 that. It's hot in this.
5. Yeah, that's Dex. Oh, yeah, you have no evasion. Yeah, go ahead and just re-roll 3 dice.
Come on. Something good.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's take
Let's see.
Come on, Ralph, don't hurt yourself.
All right. You managed to jump back out of the way just before the obsidian black stone and glowing red rock caves in before you, blocking the entrance to that prison area.
Well, it's not exactly what I had in mind, but yeah, it'll make it a little more awkward for people to follow. It's alright.
Completely unsubtle of you. Wonderful.
Ryder glances back to see the tunnel collapse and responds, "Well done, Ralph. You are very useful today."
Ow.
Yeah, I try my best.
Today.
Your unrelenting positivity may keep us out of harm's way. Hatterene actually complimenting Ralph.
Yeah, no problem. As I will follow the as I will follow Spock the Corellia down the corridor.
This corridor is more worked than the others. It widens out and branches off into another hallway. It's at this point that your psychic sense tells you that you could go either way, giving you a choice.
Ryder will proceed upwards.
Upwards. The side hallway, then. Yeah, the tiles are weird.
From my perspective, upwards.
Nope.
He's not even gonna try it.
Yeah, I'm just noping on that tile. I veto the tile.
Alrighty, we just have to wait for the new chunks to generate.
Right then. We are going to pause briefly with you all. Because the counter necessitates I go back and forth now.
Okay.
So, Tucker and Brooke. The counter is how many tiles it takes for Eternatus to find out what you've done.
Oh no.
That is how long you have until Eternatus starts chasing after you.
Noted.
That's scary.
Question is, what alerts his attention more between our two groups?
Standard prison break does not concern Eternatus at all.
Okay.
They have confidence that the Dragon Eaters will do just fine and actually do their job.
Okay.
That may be a mistake.
For him.
We have the MVP then.
Yeah, that may be a mistake for the Dragon Eaters, but
True.
you know, if you attend to every attempted prison break, it's just
I'm gonna take a
That's
moment
why
to
he's
clarify.
like, he has faith in his guys, and I'm like, for him.
I'm going to take a moment to clarify something. Fair asked, if Liar got the escape orb, why are they still there? So the escape orb was used by Brooke to... Brooke attempted to roll through their cell. Instead, the escape orb worked on the cell and deleted it, basically. Allowing escape from the cell.
The escape orb served its function. It opened the cell door permanently.
I like to imagine the escape orb just let the prison bars escape, so somewhere on the surface are just random prison bars.
What if my immediate thought pattern go to that Dark Souls 1 door in Safe's area? There's a door just in midair you can see.
Oh right, that door. No, so those bars can't functionally exist outside of Incarceri Sanguis. So they would have just vanished anyway.
So let's see.
But you all are also being chased by spooky skeleton soldiers.
They were reasonably fast. What was their speed? I forgot.
Oh, they're not terribly quick. They took a minute to animate. They're still a little ways back, and they've been tossing themselves off the edge and needing to reanimate for every tier they had to go down.
That's slightly slower than our method of actually climbing down. So
yeah, you all got a head start because you climbed off the cliffs.
Yeah.
And you now find yes, and you are out of levitation, unfortunately, unless you wish to consume more floaty cakes, which I think you only have 2 left.
Yes. So it wouldn't really help, well, I don't know how agile Liar's being with the jumps, but if Brooke does ask about the more cakes, Tucker will probably provide them, but otherwise he's probably going to hold on to them.
You are at the bottom now. You have come into an area that opens up into a wider cavern. And there appears to be an exit to one side. Although it is dark, at the very least, Tucker, by dint of being a dark type, even though normally your vision is still fairly stunted down here, and Noibat, via echolocation, and possibly because they're dragon type, are able to see that there are shackles on the far walls. There's also at least one set of bones.
I thought this might help if you use this icon to indicate where the skeletons are.
Thank you, that is appreciated.
That's actually a good point. And also, the red skeletons, you can't kill those in Resident Evil, they just come right back up.
I know, it's the bloody bones, they just keep reviving.
Wait a minute, there's so many red enemies in video games that just revive, actually, now I think about it. Castlevania had them too.
Yeah. I think it was Castlevania that started that trend.
Yeah, and then
Bloody
Resident
Bones
Evil
would just
was
get back
like,
up.
There was like special zombies that also had I think they had a red color scheme.
Oh, I just now noticed that the Pog that spawns the Doom die says Doom.
It does indeed. So about the shackles, Tucker will make note of them, but they're trying to move quickly. He will give an extra hard squint to the skeleton, though, that is shackled, since skeletons seem to be a bit of a problem right now for them.
Yes, it is shackled. Also, it does not appear that it was one of the bipedal dragon types. So, it's one of those that's got one of those really thick, heavy, iron-looking collars around it.
Ah.
Around its neck.
Must have been a big boy.
Let's go before those bones decide to get up too, Burke says, heading for the exit.
That gives a short nod from Tucker, who was already thinking that. Also, hello, Raiders. How you doing, Arzadeu?
Heyo, Dizu.
Perfect. I love this tile.
Oh, this tile has a lot of potential.
You continue down a corridor that winds a bit, curving this way and that. And when you reach a fork, one path seems to head towards the lower areas that you saw before, with the many dragon eaters milling about. The other leads to a room. This one has statues. Eerily enough, they remind you of the statues that the Frostlass had in front of their home. But instead of ice, they're stone. The same dark stone as your surroundings. Veins of red, occasionally pulsing dully throughout their shapes. Perhaps another punishment? Or another fate? Are they of anything recognizable? Yes. Chat, give me 3 dragon types. Preferably 3rd stage. Or final stage.
Kingredhydra.
No, that was the skeleton.
Feel free to relax and enjoy.
First 3 that I see are Dragapult, Gudra, and Komodo. Perfect. So there's a dragon type that you don't recognize. That its body is kind of pear-shaped, and it has this long tail that's sort of curling around where it's sitting, and it has a very angular head. There's a Komodo, which you recognize enough. It seems to be in a pose of recoil or fear. And the last one is a fairly smooth, somewhat damp-looking statue. This one happens to be laying on their belly, cowering in fear.
In another life, Ryder was almost a Gudra. I mean, a Gumi.
Really?
Aww. Well, I like the Ryder we have, even if a Gumi Ryder would have been cute.
Oh yeah, but the Gumi had a totally different personality. They were like a stoner.
I prefer this Ryder, thank you.
I feel like Tucker would like Gudra, but that's a good... That's all. That would be an amusing what if, but I like this one too.
Yeah.
You would like a Gudra.
Who doesn't like a Gudra?
The what if Gudra is in the same team as my what if Galorian Ponyta?
I just honestly think Tucker has a hee bellies mood, so it's, you know.
Hee waterbed.
Yeah.
I'd like to avoid the crowd up north. How's our connection line looking, Tucker? Brooke says, giving the statues a bit of a berth.
Tucker
My bad.
can't help but side glance those statues as well. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Noibat has perched themselves on Tucker at this point. They're kind of avoiding Lyre at the moment. They're not sure about Lyre. Even though, like, clearly Lyre was a prisoner here, but it's less of I'm not sure I should trust this person, and more, if I decide to land upon them, I feel like they're going to collapse under me. And Noibat is small. Lyre, meanwhile, unlike the rest of you, decides to just sort of walk right up to some of these statues. They tilt their head a bit. They seem sad, or, you know, a bit sadder, and then proceed to start looking at the potential exits in the lower area of this room.
What is Tucker's connection line looking like?
Either of the lower paths will lead you where you need to go, based upon what you're feeling.
Okay.
Because I'm not making you roll for it.
That's fair.
The upper path is not what you need.
Okay.
Or at least, not anymore. You feel like something has changed down the line.
Alright. Tucker will take a moment and respond to Brooke. Either the lower or the eastern path, I think. It feels like maybe they're moving. Something's changing. I don't know. And then he pauses for a second and kind of looks over to Lyre inspecting the statues. Even though he kind of knows the answer, he does pause and ask, Do you know what happened to them?
Ah, you're asking Lyre, sorry.
Yeah, Lyre.
Lyre looks over and down at Tucker. Imlaiwan Amin Inina Invertiment. They seem to struggle a bit, trying to think of words that they know that would convey the idea best.
Tucker blinks, his ears wiggling a little bit as he tries to think what that might mean.
They lift one hoof and bring it closer to their opposite shoulder and sort of draw it down along their other limb. In Liran. Cage.
Tucker looks back over. So this is a different type of cage. Are they kind of trapped inside themselves?
Lyre dips their head in a nod.
Tucker looks like he's about to say more, thinking about that for a second, before looking back at the path behind them. He kind of does a little sigh. Thanks. Let's keep going.
Best to focus on getting us out of here, Brooke says. East you go? As you all start to go east, Noibat mutters to themselves, but it's enough for Tucker to hear. I wonder if my parents are down here.
No.
Tucker will note that, but not currently say anything.
Right. Back to Ryda's group.
Oh.
So that I don't flip over the counter.
Okay.
Ryda and Ralph, your moderately sized troop walk along this hallway, and surprisingly, you find a pair of carved stairways leading to your left and right, down to lower levels. Not terribly far lower, but low enough. It seems as if this area was made just to connect with pre-existing tunnels.
Ooh. Well, that's good.
At the end of this section, this raised area, is the facsimile of an archway made from arcing dragon-type bones. A pair of them, in fact. Almost as if, originally, there was a door here.
How strange.
Wonder how old this place even is. I mean, some of this could have been built, like, so long ago. Like there looks like maybe there was a door there, but, like, maybe at some point way after, they needed to put a hallway here, so they closed up the door.
I wouldn't put much stock in it, lad. We're in the domain of a god. They can do as they please.
Yeah, there's also that. I feel like the landscape here is sort of kind of alive and just can sort of change however, they need it to. Anywho, as much as this is super fascinating, I really want to see the sun again, so let's, yeah.
A good point. As much as I would like to investigate, being here is a danger in and of itself.
I mean, I wouldn't mind investigating with, say, a whole, team of 20 or 30 explorers, then. So that if the thing shows up, we have like 10 hyper beams on the ready.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It didn't do anything. Huh.
I just heard what sounded like giggling. It's like, is somebody okay?
Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay, I
didn't
guess
hear
it's
giggling.
Neither did I.
Huh.
Huh.
Spooky. Check outside your window. No.
I wonder if that was if that was Kyrio.
It's like distant. Oh, dude, bonus points if it's like little girl giggles.
No.
No.
Was okay. Maybe that was just leftover noise from somebody. All right.
The barking there, that's me.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. I couldn't tell what it was because it didn't come through clearly. I thought it was like giggling or like.
I mean, they only just now started barking because my aunt's home.
Okay. Because it barely came through,
yeah.
so.
Yeah, we'll continue. We would probably not taking too awful much time to admire the scenery.
You guys were admiring. Ryder kept on ahead.
Yeah, we're not taking too much time to note the scenery. I'm gonna keep following Ryder.
Which way did Ryder go?
My perspective left.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt you, Tubby. Go on.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna take note, like, oh, that's creepy, and and he's probably, as he's discussing, this place is probably alive some kind of way. He's gonna still be walking as he's making those observations.
Also, have you been moving the dice? The die?
I'm going to move it when Liar Team moves a tile.
Okay.
Because this is happening concurrently.
Okay.
Also, I'm just going to add a side quest just in case you guys feel like it. Because Luxray is going to note to Ralph, because Ryder's probably moved far enough ahead at this point, and the rest of y'all are getting dragged along. There's definitely a room behind there.
Right is very one-minded at the moment.
My, I got hot.
That's fair, honestly. Also, I'm sorry, Fair. I always hear stories of somebody is like, oh boy, I'm gonna work on this art project. Oh wait, I didn't save it. Whoops.
Oof.
Oh,
That's a very big oof, and I hear it all the time.
What me that?
Alright. Oh boy. Just... Ah! Haha! Look at them tiles. That's funny. Hey, the first time in a while I've gotten to use pit descriptions.
Just make it.
Okay, now I get to rotate the die.
Yo, my.
What if they were reflections? Maybe. The power to your gesture room went out? That's really weird.
Oof, indeed.
Actually, that sounds like faulty wiring.
Yeah, that
You might want to look
that
into
might be something to investigate. Also, you may have noticed the skeletons have not moved from their tile yet. They are being slow.
Good.
That doesn't mean they're going to stop.
True. Like zombie hordes. Yeah, Tucker does have a net snare. I don't know if that could really be used here. I think it's more meant to be hung from a tree, but I don't know.
I mean, if you have the trap...
I do.
Hang on, let me look.
It's meant to be trapped with food, but it could be just used in a narrow area.
Oh! Yeah, I know what it is. What it's supposed to be.
I mean, he could try to leave food. I don't know if the skeletons are hungry, but...
So the way that's supposed to work is, like, something gets caught in the loop and the trap trips. You could totally set that up, but it would take you, it would cost you a die count.
Also, it would only incapacitate one of them, and they probably can break out eventually.
Yeah. Right, so describing this tile time. As you all proceed east, you find yourselves at the precipice of what appears to be a cavernous pit. Veins of red ore and crystal line it, but the darkness quickly becomes oppressive only a few feet down. It's a disturbingly familiar darkness for Tucker. But it's also a situation you all have been in before. It's a similar layout to an area you were in the Claydol Cairn. There are passages at each of the cardinal directions. But this time, you happen to have come in from just a different direction, potentially. It's hard to tell exact direction in here. There's no sun, and you don't exactly have a compass.
Indeed, it does feel a little familiar for Tucker. He doesn't want to stare into the abyss too long. Last time he looked into such, Eternatus looked back. So he doesn't spend, he does avert his eyes after a brief bit, kind of looking over the paths in the distance.
Oh, right, I forgot to mention, at the end of last session, Lyre used camouflage and became dragon type.
He did.
So their moves work now. Yeah, that was one of the last things that happened in the session. Lyre does not look like the art at the moment. They look a bit more dragony and, like, instead of pure albino white, they're a bit green and dark magenta colored.
Sounds good. I mean, I've actually seen a lot of people do deer dragon mixes. I've seen some personas in that regard. It's neat.
I mean, they've still got the same build, but camouflage is... Now it makes them not useless. Is it like undeniably similar to the cairn, like the one we found during the beach trial dungeon?
Is there is there an uncanny resemblance?
There is. Especially for the fact that every passage that you can see appears worked. As if it was deliberately carved and built. It's also large. Each passageway is definitely large enough for Eternatus to fit their bulk into without having to do some weird space warping. In a way, it almost feels like you've entered a temple. Weird. Deja vu, Burke mutters.
Tucker glances over to him.
Not just you, huh? Not just me, huh? I almost thought we were in a different place all of a sudden.
Really? I mean, it looks a bit different, but I can tell we're still here. But
let's see, was he with us when? No.
No, that was not with you.
It's weird. That hole is really strange. Is that even a hole?
They squint at the pit.
Tucker bothers to explain to Noibat, and perhaps to Flyer as well.
This area is very similar to a cave we saw near Sea Spray once. Deep inside of it was a pit just like this.
Well, regardless, how do we get across it? Rick rubs his head.
Tucker looks back to where they came from. Indeed, suddenly worried that they are standing on the edge of a pit and a dead end with those things still chasing them. Though Tucker actually considers something. What does the path back look like? Like the path leading to the pit. Are there any blind spots, any rocks, anything like that?
What do you mean?
Is there cover if the skeletons keep coming this way?
No.
None whatsoever, okay.
No. Not on this path here. You could probably try and hide behind the statues in the previous room, but I don't know how effective that'll be against the Bony Boys. So I'm sorry, I keep giving them different names, it's funny.
Bony Boys.
Skellimans.
The spooky soldiers.
Actually, okay, so Tucker takes a second.
That's an important question, Brooke, but
he turns to Liar.
Do you know how those things are tracking us? Are they just trying to follow where they see us going, or is it something more like our energy?
No see. It appears they don't exactly have all the words. You can, Brooke. You can pull up, like, a random pebble. You toss it down the hole. You don't hear it hit the bottom. But meanwhile, Noibat is squinting at this hole, and Liar is looking increasingly confused at the both of you.
Oh?
By both, you mean...
Tucker and Brooke.
Okay.
I'm Liar. I'm Liar. And they start walking past you to the pit.
Tucker's eyes go wide at that.
They actively tried to push past you. Also, them trying to push past you is like the gentlest, softest thing.
Tucker hesitantly moves out of the way.
What are you...
Oh, Brooke stands aside. Wow, gonna just let them walk to their death.
They seem to know what they're doing. They have a confidence to them, so Tucker won't get in the way.
I know, I am teasing you guys, but also, like, I'm amused by the fact that you stood aside without a fight. But this was also the right answer. Brooke lives with Riley. Sometimes it's better to let things happen. That's fair. But as you go on to watch wide-eyed, Liar steps out onto the pit, and the air seems to ripple under their feet. They move out to the middle of the chamber, and then turn to look at you all. And they tilt their head. Ilium, an umnailing.
Tucker looks very confused for a moment.
I knew it! The pit is not a pit!
And Noibat hops off of Tucker, flaps over, and kind of ungracefully flops onto the not pit.
That's so weird. You guys can't see all these red threads?
Huh. I guess you see something we don't, Merc says, and attempts to step forward. You know, after Noibat has said that, I'm sorry, I should have read Brooke's thing first. But you step forward, and you get the sensation that something is keeping you from falling. It's almost like a not quite solid bridge. There's a sort of give to it. Not terribly much, but it's enough to be mildly disorienting at first.
Tucker has had enough experiences at this point that he does tentatively step onto the, well, invisible bridge. And as Noibat mentions what he does, he expresses,
It must have something to do with the energies here. The dragon energies, probably.
Must be a dragon thing, he shrugs. I wonder if the other pits had something like this too.
I didn't see anything. Maybe it's just... this one? But that's weird. Why would there be something like this here? Under construction?
They squeak in confusion.
Tucker starts walking across. He's still avoiding looking down, but he's not really scared of the bridge.
This at least makes more sense to walking on bookshelves.
So Tucker, to follow the thread, I'm going to need you to do an insight survival alert to pick out the thread from everything else going on at the moment.
Ah, okay, fair enough. There we go.
I have a theory.
I had to count.
Oh, I would love to hear
That
your
is
theory.
very middle range. Alright, then.
So perhaps this isn't a bridge of sorts, but instead a net to keep something in.
Huh.
Because if the other ones didn't have it, then this is put here intentionally. And considering how many prisons and different various ways of capture there are, this may be another one.
Hold the hell on. Didn't the pit near Sea Spray, didn't we not get attacked by a dragon type near it?
Oh no!
I think I cracked it.
It's almost
there was a
like
Noiver
it's
in
consistent.
there, if I recall.
Wait, was that near Sea Spray or was that in the mountain?
I might have been. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure we fought a Noifer near a pit, though, much like this.
You did. I'm trying to remember if that was in Sea Spray or if that was in. No, I'm pretty sure that was in the mountain.
Was that also near a pit, though? I don't remember.
Yes, it was near a pit.
Okay.
Sea Spray had pits, but they were different, and I don't
we
think
have
you
found
fought.
a few. It's easy to mix them up at this point.
I try to avoid these tiles a lot. They just keep popping up. Gosh darn it. It's fine. There's enough lore reason that they would exist, so...
A curiously distinct, similar bit of landscape in multiple parts of the world is a very intriguing element. Some video games have done that to indicate a mystery.
So, unfortunately, Tucker, as you walk across, you lose sight of the connection, but you feel that they are close.
Alright, Tucker will relate.
I don't think I can keep the connection up across all of this. Maybe we should just keep going the same direction?
At the very least, you know that the path to your left, i.e. the north one, would probably lead the same direction as the previous northern path.
True.
Last indication was east, so let's try it, Burke says. Playbad is looking a bit more pleased with themselves now that they've found something they can do that others can't. Yay, +1 to confidence after the -20 they've received.
Thanks for being a lens of truth, Noibat. You're very helpful.
They just want to be useful. Poor child.
I like to imagine he makes the sound.
Squeaky, squeak, squeak, squeak? Or some other sound?
No, the
Oh, the sound of the lens of truth. Just opens his mouth. Wow.
Lens of truth. Oh, god damn it!
I'm making an Ocarina of Time Shadow Temple reference, basically.
Wait, no, yes.
And then there was another pit.
Yes! Yes!
Huh.
Marco.
I know what I'm doing. Keep an eye out for anything else that seems weird, Noibat. Your instincts seem to be pretty sharp. Noibat chirrups, and then starts straining their ears and eyes up to the point where they go, wait, stop! Just before you would walk over another pit.
Tucker also stops immediately.
Whoa. This path seems to end in a very short sort of balcony of sorts, without any sort of banister or, safety measures. OSHA would have a field day. It overlooks another pit, and you can see caverns of similar make to the previous ones. It appears the section that you've stumbled upon is honeycombed with these pits. Noibat looks down.
It's the same as the last one. That's weird. Are they all like that? But the other ones weren't like that.
No bridges here? Or gas?
Not here. But maybe you could jump down? It's not too far, I think. This place is messing with my depth perception.
You peer downward. It looks distant, but you can't tell how distant.
Tucker pipes up.
We could float down again, but I only have 2 floaty cakes left.
Flyer standing awkwardly behind you two.
Yeah. He kind of peers back and like...
Brooke just hops down. Oh no! Alright, Brooke.
It's okay, I know bounce.
Tucker just kind of goes... ah! when Brooke does that.
Dexterity survival, because you have no points in athletic. And you know what? I'll let you add instinct to it, just because you're being that rash. Jesus. Doing it for the XP instead of the memes.
Maybe both.
Well... Gosh, I'm trying to see if you have... Oh, you even have that block of adhesive. Alright, so you hop down. And you... There's an audible sort of smack noise as you hit the pit's thread barrier. It's kind of as if you had belly flopped on a pool from a large height. It stings. Take 1 damage.
Tucker peers over and is immediately like,
Brooke, are you alright?
So Tucker peers over, and because of what Brooke has done, you can see the threads having lit up from the impact.
oh, I guess they react to physical trauma.
And I'm gonna let Brooke type their thing, and then we're gonna swap over to the other group, so we can stay concurrent. Because I want to see how you all deal with the fact that there is a pit.
I know how Ryder's gonna deal with the pit. I don't know how everybody else is.
I mean, Brooke has some inkling that there are invisible bridges. It's not that much of a stretch to think that there will be more. I didn't think it was that rash. That's fair! And Noibat did say, oh, well, there's more threads down there.
That was enough confirmation, I suppose.
It is still a rash action. Also, you should be at 6 HP. Ow, Rook says, but gives a thumbs up. Right. We are going to move back to Ryda and Ralph. And Tucker can decide how they're going to react to this new info.
Oh my gosh, looks like we got a whole new problem.
Yes. If Hydra and Tubby were both around when I described it, it is exactly the same as the other 2 pit rooms.
Alright, well...
I look behind me to see if anyone smirked at my joke.
Currency.
I mean, Florence did.
Always the wingman.
Thanks.
So Ryder will glance at the group, then back at the pit. I will proceed on ahead. Catch up if you can. And then try and teleport across the pit.
Oh! Cool. Go ahead and roll for your teleport.
Casual party split. Got it.
Okay, I'm gonna try and
What is it?
take note of what she does.
Right, because Ralph was trying to learn how to do teleport.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, Ralph was trying to learn psychic, but also wants to learn other things.
Also, I just realized what Beerus did with Ryder's
Streak
portrait.
still going!
Holy.
Nicely done, Beerus. I just want to comment on that. Brutal, but nicely done.
Give me 2 seconds, I want to look at the HUD.
Ah yes, the bloody Ryder.
To fit simply.
That's been there for a bit.
I just did it. I'm very dumb. Okay. I noticed things for like 2 sessions.
I noticed it, but I didn't mention it.
Issue. Eternatus is going to start chasing us in like one room, but we lack an escape route. This is true!
Down is a quick direction to escape from, too. If we can get through the net. Or maybe that's where he's going to come from.
Right, yeah, you have no problem. I assume you're just teleporting straight across.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Straight line of sight to the
back
end. Easy.
Alright, let's see here. Yeah, about how heavy are you guys?
Say that's,
Look down at the Luxray.
Luxray is going to reply with the exact amount an average Luxray is. I'm not going to look it up.
Yeah, that should be fine. Hey, you ever wanted to fly? Want to scoop them up and yeet?
God.
Well, I have considered it, but there's no way for a Luxray to learn fly. Cue cat meow noise. Right. So I guess if you're tossing him, strength, fight, brawl for accuracy, I guess.
Ryder would obviously see Ralph chucking, you know, a big old cat towards them, right?
Yeah, you teleport, and I would wait, no, hang on. Would Ryder have turned around after teleporting?
That's a good point. No, they wouldn't.
I don't think they're going to
sure.
share on the test.
They said catch up if you can.
Right, Ryder, you get bowled over by a Luxray. Ralph has too much strength to not make Luxray go across that pit. Your aim was dead on to get Luxray across, but now Luxray and Ryder are tumbling into the next room.
I mean, I'll be the safest thing to do.
Just loud tumbling, just in time for smack!
Nice. You okay, yeah?
I think I'm fine. I'm sure I can find another way around.
No time, snatch it, swing.
Just grabbing Florence by the arm. He's going to actually try and resist you, so you're going to have to make a grapple roll.
I don't think Florence likes getting manhandled, so yeah.
It depends. Yeah, so it is a strength fight brawl, and he's going to try and evade.
Come on.
Oh no!
Oh.
Great, well you've grabbed him, so I guess you get to toss him. I'll let you do strength fight brawl again at a -2.
Cute Super Mario Sunshine Pianta Chuckers.
Meanwhile, Hatterene is already just... She's sitting on her luggage, and they've started... I keep alternating pronouns for them, but that's just sort of how they are. Much better, and they've just started to float across.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
This is much better. You do not splat Florence like a sticky window gecko toy against the wall. Florence does manage to land on his feet, which seems to surprise him, even though he yells fairly loudly the entire flight across.
Nice. Okay, so she's like Peach floating across.
Pretty much. Florence pats himself down, checks that he still has his hat, rights himself. Alright, well that wasn't so bad.
Hey, I'm gonna back up and try to leap across myself.
Oh my. Okay, I need to take a moment to note the viewer. That's a great pun. Bards are aerodynamic. They learn to keep the right pitch. That's a good one. I like that one.
Oh, That's really good.
Before Ralph throws himself, Ryder is gonna sort of do that thing in typical psychic fashion where someone gets off on them, where they just like psychic them off. Just like levitate off of them.
Are you being gentle, or are you just setting Luxray
No,
down?
just flinging Luxray.
Oh,
Just like off.
kind of rough then. All right then.
Luxray grunts. They hit a wall.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what you expected.
I have to ask. I know what state Ryder is in right now. There's a reason I have to ask. That was fairly deserved. As he picks himself up, he begins to move out of the way, knowing what is probably coming next. Florence also moves out of the way.
Yeah, Ralph shout. Yeah, as I'm running up, Ralph will shout, "Eight!" And he leaps.
Are you doing anything special besides leaping?
I think I'm gonna roll it as a body slam
Okay.
to like try and build up the momentum.
Also, what was that you shouted? I didn't
He
quite
shouted
understand.
yeet.
Yeet.
Eight.
Oh, okay.
I shouted 8.
8?
8?
Yeah, like 4, but he needs more than 4. He needs 8.
Oh my god, that was so fucking obscure. Alright.
Okay. You may roll body slam first, and then I will have you do... It would have to be a dex survival athletic.
So this time Ryder will turn around and try and catch Ralph before they tumble.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
With psychic. Not with their body, of course.
So...
Surprising that he's helping one, but slamming another to the wall. Interesting.
Yes.
One has use.
So do
and
your body
Ralph's
slam
fine.
first.
All I could say is your Ryder's Lucky Tucker isn't there to witness that.
It's like,
Okay. Do your dex survival athletic -2. And then I would need Ryder to do... you're using Psychic, right, Ryder?
Yeah.
You may use Psychic at a -4. Oh boy! Roll well, Ryder.
I got 6 dice. Come on, Ryder, don't let the streak die here.
Nope.
It didn't die!
Ralph, you managed to push yourself a third of the way, and then Ryder catches you. You had the momentum, but you did not get the jump off the way you intended to.
like, it's like,
Just like,
Teamwork makes the dream work. That's why I appointed you temporary leader.
you didn't bend your knees enough, Ralph. Gotta bend the knees. But Ryder is able to use that momentum to, kind of glide you over.
nice.
By the way, Ryder, Ralph is heavy, even when you're sort of ignoring everything else. But, hey Brooke, when you look up, the others are there. Oi!
Pile.
We were looking for you! Or were you hoping to spring us free of this place?
Ryder will spring towards Brooke as soon as Ralph is in the clear.
And it's at this point that Tucker can finally start reacting too. Because we are now in the same timeline!
I'll wait for Brooke reactions first. Which exists.
Column A, column B, Brooke says, grunting to stand up. Looks up and says, "Hey! I found him!"
Oh, me, Columbia. You've been to Columbia?
Can Tucker see this, by the way? Is everybody close enough now to, like, kind of...
Yeah. Which, by the way, for the rest of you, you can see that Brooke is kind of standing in the middle of nothing. Ryda has completely ignored this, by the way, and is now also standing in the middle of nothing.
I'm not sure how strong the nothing is. I better wait for them to get off first.
Nothing is not well known for holding a lot of weight, yeah.
Fascinating. I wonder what's causing this. Luxray just stating in the background. Hey, Ryda, Brooke says. You look a little rough. You hit your head or something?
I am fine. As long as you are fine. Tell me, how was your journey?
That's
They're
it.
coming.
They're not very fast at all, no.
No. They are terrible
oh no,
guards.
we moved several rooms and they moved half of a room. Oh no. They're unrelenting, but they're not very dangerous.
Look, they got to the bottom and they started going after y'all.
Which just means we can't take a break. Go ahead.
Sorry. Not bad. My bad and I shipped that weird bone dragon thing after it caught you guys. And Tucker popped up and we've been looking for you ever since, Burke says. Adonatus. Its name is Adonatus. Hatterene pipes up. Oh, and we kinda sprung one of the prisoners, so we might have company soon.
We kind of sprung some prisoners too, if, we count ourselves.
So, Florence, Hatterene, and Luxray all at once. You what? What do you mean, company? Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Oh.
You should have known better before you would get literally anywhere with us.
You shouldn't question the mistress.
Florence tips his hat a bit. Well, I gotta say, you keep things interesting, alright? You guys escaping probably isn't a big deal, but I feel like Adonatus is gonna pay attention to this one. Brooke is right. Our escape is likely meaningless. It is expected the guards will do their duty. But why is this prisoner special?
This might be a good time to actually go to the other two.
Yes.
I was waiting for the scene, but Tucker is gonna after rewind to where Brooke said, "Hey, I found the others," and kind of walked off a bit. Tucker will pull out his remaining 2 floated cakes and speak to Liar.
Well, since he just jumped down, I guess you can have one of the last 2 and I'll have the other. Safer than jumping, I think. Well, safer than falling. Oh.
He realizes he hasn't actually explained what this... the Liar hasn't seen this.
This is a special gift from you 2. It lets you float, so we don't have to take a hard fall.
Ilioria? And Mewtwo? They seem surprised. They look over their shoulder for a moment. Ilium Gileim. Layelium. And then they turn back. And they take the offered floaty key. Yeah, floaty key. Floaty cake.
Floaty cake.
I can words! And eat it. They seem to...
That's a cliff key. A floaty key.
Floaty key. That would be an interesting artifact. Exchange your ability for levitate while you've got it equipped. And they sort of leap off the balcony edge and float gracefully down. It is at this point that their camouflage wears off for the moment.
Oh. Tucker will, of course, follow suit. He has a little bit of practice with this now. So he hops off and does a glide, effectively.
Ah, and how'd you do that? Noibet just sort of flaps his way down, perching on Tucker. They had some weird cakes that make them float. I think they came from the tower. Ah, simple enough. But who's this? And he stops. It can't be.
Oh, you know who it is?
They say their name is
That's
Liar. I think. I don't speak their language, Rick says. In reverence and awe, Florence steps forward. Sorry.
Yeah, we have the same idea.
Oh my gosh, Liar is so small model-wise.
You said he was
Liar's,
a small one.
Liar's not this small, but like, it's better to have their model like this. It's easier to grab onto.
Okay. I could always upscale him if you want.
Nah. At least not yet.
Okay.
I don't know how long y'all are going to be able to hang on to them.
Fair.
Are you? The Liar of... Unfortunately, time is up.
Exactly, just thinking that.
A deep, rasping roar shakes the foundations of the vein. Threads beneath you light up scarlet, brightening the room in all its grimness.
Shout move. Just.
And beneath you, pinpricks of pale blue light up, and something large slams into the threads, causing them to harden beneath you all, but the impact is enough to make you all jump. Least away is those of you who are physically in contact with that floor.
That's right.
Nuggets.
Nice.
Out of time, Rick says. Time to go, Rick says, running southward.
I'm gonna dump out the box of spikes into its eyes as I run. Just like sling it out my bag like yeet.
Lots of yeet today.
I switched this back to the party icon because I figured that makes sense. What room are we congregating in between the two pit rooms? Since it's actually hard to tell.
Y'all were in the central one.
Okay.
And headed south.
Yeah.
So, Ralph, the remaining spikes do not fall into the pit, but they do linger on top of the pit. So I guess if it breaks free, it's getting spikes in the face.
There we go.
A minor inconvenience, but hey, maybe it'll help. Okay, so Tucker is actually one of the first ones to respond to Brooke's order, considering, well, Tucker was already intimidated by the darkness below in the first place, so This just kind of answered that fear, you know?
Let's see, where's the other... Where's the bag?
Tucker is very much not okay with this situation.
Ryder is also very much, I just got you. I can't lose you again.
Also, is there going to be a music change, I wonder?
There probably should be. I'm going to... Alright, I'm going to appropriate Grimmsnarl.
Appropriate?
Yes, I'm going to appropriate the Grimmsnarl token that you made for the mansion map, and I'm going to use it for Eternatus.
We have a model for Eternatus, don't we?
Map.
Oh,
Map.
for the map. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
I understand.
Yes.
But you know what? Give me a minute.
I think I have an idea what he's doing.
Oh no, there's two.
There.
Yep.
Ooh.
I think I'll just switch.
So this is more upbeat, but I want to use this one. Number 51 on Events 2.
Vince 251. All right, just a second.
Imagine it's just ragtime music.
Also, table.
Oh, thank you. I'll rename it.
Yeah, I just copied it. All right.
And
Vince
you said
252.
52?
Mhm.
252?
Yep. Events 2, number 52.
252.
Or 51, sorry.
I was gonna say that's not a fast-paced song. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, 51. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool.
Derp.
251. The one singing Team Tinier. All right. Oh yeah, this song. Okay. Yeah, it's slightly upbeat, but it is a good.
It's like
Yeah, it's
we
good
gotta run
taste.
for our life.
Yeah,
It is crisis music, so there.
it is. It was labeled that for a reason.
Does he sound like, does our new Swazbuck friend sound like he's just about out of juice?
Just about
Out of juice, you said?
what? Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
yeah, out of juice, out of gas, about to.
Yeah, they are sounding a bit tired, but also they look particularly frail.
I'm gonna pick him up.
Me
My team here, have no fear.
Well then, I was about to reprimand you for handling fragile goods, but it seems you've got the right idea.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna throw this one.
You better not, or I'll have your hide, Ralph. As much as anyone can have his hide.
Yeah, I'm not that good at hiding. I'm too big.
There is no hiding now. The lord of the prison is after us. Why is this prisoner so special? As you run south, you come into a similar room to the previous one that Brooke and Tucker had gone into. There's a cell beneath you, as well as a ladder down, into a lower area. It appears as though the area beyond is another set of tiered prison cells. This one, however, seems to be more worked, as if it were older. Once you're able to go down the ladder, it appears as though there is a large, centralized staircase leading down Perhaps not best to go down, but hey, escape.
So we can see the bottom of the staircase?
Well, it's too dark to see the distant bottom, but you can at least see the staircase leading downward. Exposition can wait. Anyone have any idea how to get out of here, for guess? I don't know. Can we find another
start a full-scale prison riot?
We have time for that, though.
As much as I like the idea, Ralph, I don't know if that helps our chances or hurts it. Agreed. If we stop to try and rile every prisoner, it's not going to do us much good. It's just going to attract more guards. Luxray says, as there are clearly guards that have been attracted to the area.
Yeah. Yeah, if only we had a bit more prep time. Yeah, we just gotta keep going then. What do you think, Brooke?
Maybe we could find an exit and I can teleport us out of here? You're not Indian. No. Not here. Huh?
Brooke is about to speak.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, there is always one solution that may not be very liked.
Oh, what solution is that?
Well, we know Eternatus is after Liar.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Worst case, we could trade him, but that would be a fight in itself. Like
Who
that.
said anything about trading? We could just leave him.
I'm holding my tongue right now because this is all just out of character and conjecture. But you go ahead.
It is out of character conjecture.
It's out of character conjecture, but this is something Ryda considers.
Listen, there's a lot.
You know-
There's a lot that Ryda is. There's a lot to Ryda that Tucker disagrees with right now, but he doesn't know he does. So I'm just holding my tongue.
Good.
I told you, they are very likely to clash. Especially in a state like this.
I'll wait what you do. But I am
Looks like-
Tucker is considering what to do.
Looks like we have to go deeper, Brooke says. Let's hope it goes out at some point.
Alright. I will chase after with
Down you'll go. How are y'all approaching?
behind me towards like the prison cells? Hey, Mr. Warden's gonna come by here. Give him hell for me. Whatever you can shoot through the bars as I'm running.
Oh boy. Okay. You know what? Give me a cool contest perform. I know cool is not your best social stat, but also this does not fit tough or smart.
Let's see. Because my first reaction to him saying that is just like, I imagine the prisoners being like, oh boy, sure person is not helping me whatsoever, I'll make sure to do that.
I mean, they want to get back at the fucking guy,
You're
right?
assuming.
Bingo. I mean, it's like,
But, I mean, yeah.
on the one hand, there's like, damn it, why is this guy helping me? But on the other hand, like, well, if I can't get out, screw the warden.
I'm giving them prep time so they can do any number of things that I won't mention on a children's stream that you might do if you had that sort of heads up and you were a prisoner.
So, Kyrio's idea is nice, but that's assuming they know that you have Liar and Liar's importance.
Well, some of the glimpse stuff implied that Liar played for the prisoners at one point.
Also an assumption.
That is true. I am assuming.
How are you all tackling the ladder? if you are tackling it at all.
Oh, it's a ladder. I thought you said stairs.
There are stairs, but you guys are on the upper area with Cell just under you. There's a ladder just off to the left that leads down to where the stairs are.
Tucker will wordlessly jump in Brooke's back. He's done this before.
Perfect.
I feel like
Alright.
I'm just gonna jump the distance now.
No, it is not taller than the pit earlier. This ladder, it's the same height as the ladder you previously went down in the last session, leading down to where... or like 2 sessions ago, actually. Leading down to where you first saw Eternaz. Brooke hops down with Tucker on his back. Brooke, give me a Dex Survival Athletic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have Ryda jump down and use Psychic to, like, cushion their fall so they don't hit hard.
You may also do a Dex Survival Athletic. I will let you do it at a +2, because I know you'll succeed the Psychic roll. Is Ralph going to hop?
Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, jump. I mean, the ladder's next to the stairs, so I can just go down the stairs, right?
Yeah, if you hop, you can immediately start running down the stairs. You may also do a Dex Survival Athletic.
Yep.
Ryda is fine. Brooke is fine. And by extension, Tucker is fine. And yes, the stairs are at the bottom of the ladder.
Awesome.
Or rather, the top step area is at the bottom of the ladder. Ralph is fine. Let's see Luxray do it.
I want to recap something, mostly to clarify something. When Tucker's shadow snuck out of the prison cage, how quickly did Aeronautus notice him in the darkness?
It didn't seem immediate to you, but it was immediate to them.
Okay. But it felt pretty quick for Tucker, too. It didn't take long.
It did not take long.
Okay.
It's sort of the... It's the equivalent of you knowing something has happened, and then the delay in reacting to it because you're already doing something. That's how quick it was.
Yeah,
At
it
least-
was, yeah, Eternatus got the notification, our base is under attack, but he still had to, like, scroll the minimap over to it.
Right. I wonder if Tucker could hold a shadow sneak without sneaking himself.
Okay, Hatterene tries to do the hop down thing. They flop and take a damage.
Aww.
Their face is mildly scuffed up. We are fine. Continue. As they right themselves with psychic energy.
Not bad for your first day out in a long time, huh?
Our discussion on this outing can continue later. Right. I wish I had a D4. Wait, I can get a D4.
Yeah, you should be able to summon one in the game space objects.
And if you can, I can, so...
This is the D4 style I don't prefer.
I always get confused by this style. It landed on 3, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
I like the D4s better that have the numbers at the points rather than the base.
Yeah, the base is weird to me. Tucker, think you can do that connection trick with someone outside of this place? Brooke asks.
Outside?
He legitimately asks because he's not entirely sure. Because they're in kind of a weird plane of existence that needs a little more definition.
Ooh, let's see if this works.
Though I am interested in what Brooke is leaning towards.
To make clear, as you all are running down this staircase deeper into Incarceri Sanguis, there are Dragon Eater guards that notice this who have been tending to the cells. Some of them get attacked. Not many, because unfortunately Ralph's roll was not amazing, but it's enough to let you bypass a few tiers. But a couple start coming your way, and... Alright, worth a shot, Brooke says. Someone in Sea Spray, or even Riley and Lizard? As Brooke is doing this with Tucker, Liar does something, and the area is filled with a calming scent. Liar used aromatherapy. They have briefly slowed down the guards.
What exactly does aromatherapy do?
It cures yourself and allies of status effects. So this is not a combat use.
Alright,
But, like, how would you describe it being, like, what does it do, per se?
I hesitate to say, like, giant perfume cloud. It's more like a light haze. There are these spectral flowers that blossom on Liar's horns, but they quickly fade away afterward. And Liar faints in Ralph's arms.
Oh no!
Because they used all their will to make that succeed.
Damn it! You're not gonna die on me!
I don't think they're dead, Ralph.
Yeah,
Alright.
they're fitting with it pretty good.
Tucker, you know, I'm gonna make a roll. Just self-impose myself a roll. I want to know how Tucker thinks the situation through. I'm just rolling my smarts.
That is okay.
Okay. Tucker will think about this for a minute.
It might be possible.
And he kind of looks back at the group, specifically towards Hatterene, possibly Ralph, considering he's a psychic type now.
Anyone that can help me empathize, connect, please. Gather
I love how he
up.
doesn't consider Rita.
Oh, Rita too. Rita's considered. I just didn't see
I
Rita
thought that was
behind
on
the balls.
purpose. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Rita's like short. I didn't see them. I forgot for a minute.
And
It's
he
okay,
can
Florence is in the
empathize,
way.
looks past Rita.
Tucker will ask everyone with any sort of ability for connection or psychic abilities to basically just come in contact with him, touch his back or something.
Lend me your energy!
Yes, yeah, that Kyrio, that was. definitely
Yes, you may. I won't make you roll it. You will just get that bravado. I will do as I can.
Yeah, I don't know
Hatterene,
how it'll help, but
Hatterene floats themselves up closer to Tucker. Also, goddamn, Eternata's moving.
He's schmoving.
Oh,
he's
he's
schmoving.
moving.
He's schmoving. Like, there's a reason I'm using the D4, but holy shit, the die are not with you.
Oh, okay. Tucker
That's on
does
the
what he's
tiles.
doing. All right.
Right. I won't roll for Hatterene. Is Rita going to help? Or did Tucker actually overlook Rita?
No, he didn't. I just literally forgot about Rita because I had the camera angled in such a way where Rita wasn't at all visible.
Florence was too fat and in the way.
Very tall.
Rita can help. They can't do anything emotional, but they can boost psychic energy.
That's all that matters. Any sort of, non-physical power boosting would be useful here.
So there is a minor problem with this plan. The way Incarceri Sanguis works. However, it doesn't affect aspect moves, which I assume Tucker is using. So we'll have to see how this shakes out.
It also doesn't affect... Tucker also knows it doesn't affect a few other things he can do, so...
if Rita is not attempting to use a move, because otherwise I would assume Rita is trying to use Lucky Chant? Question mark?
Yeah, I don't know what Rita could use to help. Like, I know Lucky Chant won't work at all.
Any moves that says Tucker are nice, but mostly Tucker just needs to tap into their energies.
Yeah, I was just gonna do general psychic roll.
Okay, then I would want special channel contest, and I would like the same from Ralph.
Please lend me
Ralph
your
is going to try to
chakras.
I think instead Ralph is gonna try to close up the path behind them again to buy them more time.
Yes,
Sure.
by the way, at this point you all have moved into another very familiar chamber for Brooke and Tucker. It's another shackle chamber.
But yeah, instead of that, Ralph's gonna again target the way behind him with
Okay.
a rock metronome.
Okay, is anyone actively moving away from Tucker? I just want to ask, are you sure?
I'm sure about that.
Well, let me resolve Ralph's thing,
Okay.
and then we will resolve Tucker's thing. So Ralph, do your metronome, because it's just easier for me to resolve the metronome first. I have no idea what Tucker's planning. It's great that Kyrio may understand what's going on.
I think Tucker's trying
Oh.
to rope teleport.
Oh no, I may have realized what's going on. Okay.
Yeah, just like, are you?
At least you didn't roll 0.
Yeah.
I doubt it'll work, but it's worth. It is worth a shot.
So if this doesn't work, we just search Tucker full of psychic energy, so who knows how that'll end.
Tucker's going to take on whatever he can with anyone connected with him. That means he might really be hurting at the end of this, considering that people are both positive and negative, after all. But it's whatever. It's not important right now.
Where is it? Ah, okay. So, you don't bring down the passage, but you stealth rocket. Ralph ends up lining the entire passage back towards the stairway room with stealth rock.
That's like sharp blades of rock, right?
Correct. That is the environmental hazard.
Yeah.
Doesn't-
They'd be like barbing towards him, like shing.
So is it all over the walls or just the floor?
It is the walls, the floor, and the ceiling.
Alright, because he levitates. So I was like, if it's just the floor, I don't think that did anything.
By the way, nobody
I mean-
knows. Some of you might have a hunch, and some of you might be partial, but you don't know what Tucker's playing. I hope it can work out. We'll see.
Since I assume y'all are still moving, I'm going to... Yes, I am doing it like this, because it leads up.
Checks out.
And also because the tiles are weird, and I want it to go to that point. Assuming you all are still moving.
Yeah.
Except two while trying to huddle.
Okay. Right. Tucker,
Okay.
are you using any of your current aspect moves at all?
Yes, sympathy.
Okay. Ride is helping, Hatterene is helping.
While connecting
So-
with everyone locally, he will take the suggestion. Who said made that suggestion?
Burke.
Right. Brooke suggested Riley Lizard. He's going to focus on Riley, because out of anyone not here that he has a connection to, it would be Riley. Both negative and positive connections, technically, but that's strong, regardless.
Okay. You may make that roll at +6, because that includes the bravado, that includes Hatterene, that includes Rida.
Okay. So, Vitality contest perform +6? Alright, got it.
Come on, Tucker.
That would be the roll. That's one of my biggest rolls I've ever done. And yet, look how I got 6s.
I am so sad. That's upsetting.
Do you remember when I said, "Are you sure?" to Ralph? He still has a lucky hat used, and maybe I could be using it if he's near me. By me.
I mean, Ralph has 2 lucky hats.
I had it.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, does he have 2 still?
Do you want a
I still
Ralph?
have both of them. Yeah, I'm gonna use one of them. That was quite a big roll that could be big.
Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7...
Connection means connecting with benefits.
12, 13, 14. Okay, so that's 14 dice. Jesus. That's about as much as boss accuracy rolls.
Yeah, 14 dice.
And all it took was like 7 Pokemon.
So shall I go again?
Go again.
Yeah, go for it.
Sadly, there isn't a good reroll amount button.
Repeat last roll. That would be a nice side button.
Well,
Yeah,
one higher
we don't
than-
need it, but
higher
still.
than 3.
That's
Oh,
more
much better.
okay.
That has to do something.
So, you concentrate on Riley as you know them. You can't pinpoint where they are right now. Not from this space, even with a roll that good. But there's reasons for that aren't just because of where you are. It's also because of where Riley is. Minor sad face. But you feel like Riley is okay. Possibly better than okay. And there's something about this new confidence that surges back through you and everyone else. And it feels like it temporarily lifts the pall of this place that weighs upon all of you. You feel that connection strongly. Not a thread, but more like a chain. Strong and binding.
Question is, where does it lead? Oh well, that's future problem.
Well, first and foremost, it leads you across the pit ahead of y'all.
Ah,
This does not appear to be a thread pit, though. Looks like a regular pit. Can we avoid going further down? Maybe, please?
all right. Is the pit crossable through normal walking?
Yeah, this pit is crossable via normal means.
Okay.
You could shimmy around it, but that would slow your pace dramatically. You're currently at a pace where you will get at least one more tile before Eternatus moves again, or you can slow down to get across it, but Eternatus will move.
Here's the important thing I need to know with what happened. Did Tucker... So Tucker wasn't able to directly connect with Riley, right?
Correct.
Was he able to connect outside? Even if it doesn't mean Riley? Or even if it doesn't mean where Riley
Yes and
is?
no.
Okay.
Yes, because the mirror space is an extra-dimensional space.
Let me ask this in a simpler and more lore-friendly way. Can Tucker fill an opening from this place?
Maybe? It's not... It's not like with the connection to Hatterene, where you had the sort of whole clairvoyance thread thing going on and you could follow it. It's... You know there's a way out, and that it's really close, but also you're not sure how to access it.
Right.
Yeah, so
Tucker
we
will-
don't quite have vans.
Tucker will express a little bit of what he feels at times of the essence, so he's not going to express everything. But he's basically going to go,
I could feel something. I don't know exactly what. Do you guys trust me?
I nod with my life.
Ryder will look at Brooke.
Absolutely.
If Mistress trusts if Mistress trusts you, that is good enough for me.
You think we'd still be here if we didn't trust any of you, lad? It seems we've little choice, do we not? I'm going to trust you. Noibat clinging to Tucker's back. They're hiding their face in your fluff.
aw. Wholesome.
If you're doing what I think you are, And I must. I've already trusted someone else with something like this before.
Thanks, guys. Alright. Everyone, get close to me.
He gives Brooke a look. It's actually quite a pained look.
Brooke, be ready for what I'm about to ask you, okay?
He's being a little cryptic.
What do you need?
Tucker will simply say,
Your teeth.
and he says it a little bit grimly, actually. Okay, so here's what Tucker is doing. Tucker is going to ask, is going to attempt not only Shadow Sneak to get everyone out, but it's actually going to be a meld move. He's mixing it with Dark Pulse. And I'm going to type, actually just going to type to Car what's going to happen.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Well, that's going on anyone who needs to grab a drink of water, grab a drink of water.
So, I'd like to make a prediction. This is just my wild guess. But I have a guess. Tucker's gonna ask Brooke to bite them so they go into a primal state in which their more heightened instincts kick in. And then they will try to pull off the combo so it's more strength to it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is my guess.
That would be risky.
It would, but it does sound like something Tucker would do.
Risky
Charem.
gets pale.
Don't correct the matchmate. If this is right, I'm 2 for 2 this
So
session.
Tucker's basically doing a dimension door. You would need a plane shift. Which, to be fair, Tucky can pull it off.
Typing done. I'll let you read that. And you can tell me
Okay.
how you want me to do this.
I will allow this because your explanation makes absolute sense.
Yeah, I thought it would. Okay.
That makes absolute sense. I will let you... hang on. Sorry, I'm looking at Brooke's moves, just in
Take your
case.
time. He took a BRB anyways.
I will let Brooke leaders countenance this while they help you, so that you get at least a +1. What you're having Brooke do will negate the accuracy penalty for meld moving.
Okay.
Which means you would be at a net +1.
Okay.
Do we have any other buffs we can lay on? Well, there is a lucky hat left, I guess, if Ralph
Yeah.
wishes. Not that this is a bad choice. Wait. Oh, wait, but Ralph has only 1 will, and reallocation costs a will, doesn't it? Damn it.
Well, he would faint if he did it. He could still pull it off.
I suppose. It would depend on how desperate people would be. Because I
mean, Ralph can carry another fainted party member. If Ralph faints, who the fuck's gonna carry him?
Yeah, that is unfortunate. We need to get you like ethers or something. PP restores.
I forget how we do. How do we do meld moves again? How do we roll them? I forget. It's been a while since I've done one.
We would pick one of the 2 accuracies.
Okay.
And normally it would be a -2, a -4, or a -6, depending on the complexity. In this case, it would be a -2 because it's a dark move and a ghost move that really could also be a dark move.
Mingling dark and ghosts in this situation doesn't seem that unfeasible. Welcome back.
I would make you do a dex survival channel for this instead of survival stealth or fight channel.
Dex survival channel? Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
So, let us set the gears of time in motion.
The time gears? Nice, they're involved now.
While you do this, I'm going to see if we can actually move close.
Okay, so is it, you said a +1?
You get a net +1.
Net +1, okay. Alright. Dex. Survival. Channel. +1.
Oh, what? I didn't see that roll. Those dice vanished. The chat is lying to you.
It's exactly 10. Okay, I'll do it again.
And what is happening is... Alright,
Wait, is that... Oh my god, that's exactly the same dice.
Almost. There's 2 3s that are different.
Hang on.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Let me just roll.
There is that lucky hat, though.
Yeah.
Also, Tucker has 3 will points he can throw around.
That's true. You can spend will points for successes. I will actually let you use more than 1 will for this if you want.
I mean, he's gonna put everything into this one. So
How much is required?
Correction, I will let you use all but 1 will. There's a reason I want Tucker conscious if this does not go well.
okay. So should I use 2 will to increase this to 5, or should I?
Well, okay. To describe what is happening, Tucker is having Brooke bite him to heighten pain response and thus boost Dark Pulse as they shadow sneak everybody, pardon me, into the shadows of the area. Probably specifically jumping into the pit right there because that's the darkest area that is nearest by.
Yeah, probably.
That was close.
And you're trying to use the Dark Pulse to help direct you all to an exit of some kind out of this place. Specifically using Riley, which is it's similar to using Riley as an anchor and just reeling yourselves in.
He has a connection out somehow, maybe. That's good enough. So he's mingling darkness and shadows, which really do play well together. To basically make a shadow sneak capable of breaking through. To what? That's a good question, but...
I don't...
Ryder can smile.
No. As part of the bite, Brooke is getting a free countenance off for Tucker, which gives him a +1. Tucker is also taking a damage from the bite. It has to be painful.
Yes.
Otherwise it does not work.
Well, the idea was I was going to do the accuracy roll and then explain to Brooke what to happen. Then Tucker was going to explain to Brooke as he's preparing to unleash this. He needs that as the catalyst, basically.
Yes. Tucker can still do that.
Okay.
I'm just trying to explain to the players.
Yeah.
Brooke doesn't need an explanation. That's fine.
Yeah.
The question is, does Ralph want to Lucky Hat this? Or are we okay with 5?
It's 3 before the boost.
10 dice, got 3. Chances of rolling higher, I don't know what the odds are, actually. I'm not good at
Pretty
math. But
They're pretty good. And the other thing I was maybe sitting on the lucky hat for, it's not gonna matter. So yeah, lucky hat.
Alright.
wait,
The only
hold
other
on.
thing I was sitting on the lucky hat for was if this monstrosity had rolled a 4 on his movement, I would say no.
Oh, wait, hang on.
God.
I almost
Wait.
forgot. You stealth rock that area. You have his movement.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
I forgot about that.
Also, wait, hold on. No, the one penalties count. What are you talking about? Okay, fair's confusing me. Never mind, it's fine.
Don't worry about it. I am counting things accurately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the second habit.
Okay.
Okay. In which case, go ahead and roll your 10. The will boost will carry over.
Okay. We're using 2 will to whatever the hell happens to this roll. Okay.
Yep. I would not be that mean and make a reroll each your will. That's no. That's too mean. Cursive 2.
Consistency. It doesn't matter.
The deep consistency. Good lord.
If you hadn't said that he has to keep 1 will, he wouldn't be having 1 will right now. All right, let's see. Okay, you know what I am gonna okay, listen, and add to this how you wish. But I'm gonna do the narrative thing now, if that's okay. Or well, you start actually. What happened with this? I got one last trick up my sleeve.
Let's do your narrative thing of starting it, and I will give you the results.
All right. Basically, what everyone sees is Tucker concentrating, wincing so hard he's concentrating, as he begins to form a shroud of dark pulse darkness around himself, as well as his shadows seem to deepen as well at the same time. Admittedly, though, whatever darkness he's building up, it seems competent, but maybe not super strong just yet. Tucker does seem to be struggling a bit. And he expresses to Brooke,
Brooke, I need more emotions, so bite me as hard as you can.
Tucker doesn't want 1 damage, he wants as much as possible. Yeah.
I will state that more damage is not going to give you more dice.
Oh! Well, okay, that's fine, but it might narratively make sense.
I mean, in character and narratively, it makes sense. I don't want to punish you with more damage. You're the cinnamon roll.
Last trick up my sleeve. If the dice don't like me, I gotta do this.
I should have made you roll on the Doom die
Tucker.
counter.
Dice really hate Tucker. I already have... This is why I have these PMDs, because I know this. The dice will always try to ruin any moment that Tucker generates, so I'm going to say nay to that. I'm going to make a moment anyways. You're looking over the options of inventory stuff, I see. Hydra. I don't know, do you guys have any items that would enhance the situation? I don't think so.
No, I don't.
Well, you still have the wedding bands.
Well,
Right, you're gonna make them earrings.
unless Synchronize does something, but...
I have an encourage seed. I have a herbal bundle.
No,
So-
Synchronize would have been good for that first part where he was trying to connect outside.
Oh boy. No, with Ryda's current state, the synchronize ability works.
I see your point.
Hey, yeah, boy, that's not a good feeling if that's performed. Are you doing that?
I already expressed that Tucker is completely open to any connections he's forming with people now. That means
Oh,
good. on
boy.
him,
Right.
so.
You asked for it.
That's not going to be pleasant feeling. Sure, go ahead. Get 2 more dice.
Okay.
You asked for
They
this.
better fucking do something.
Please. With the pain, please.
Yeah.
Yes! It was
Alright,
worth-
we are up to 7.
All it took was sharing Ryda's pain.
This is not going to be beneficial in the long run for him, but hey.
Oh no, you will.
Hooray, trauma!
See, the reason Tucker has these giant moments of suffering is because the dice don't work for him. That's why. It's one or the other, man. Anyways, what is Brooke gonna do? He says he's not gonna hesitate either way, so... What level of pain is Brooke choosing to inflict? It's still Brooke's decision.
I get the feeling that Brooke may not be going for bite. They may be going for crunch.
It's whatever he wants. Honestly, you can either follow Tucker's instructions to the letter, or opt his own decision. Honestly, I could see either or, considering it's Brooke.
Poor self-sacrificing Tucker.
I wish Ryder had more will.
I just wish Tucker had a better dice roller. It only benefits in, like, casual situations, and then anytime anything gets serious, it just falls apart, that dice roller. Tucker's about to learn a thing about two route right. That might be a problem, but that's a problem for later.
Brooke has enough self-control in this situation to just go for a bite. Nothing debilitating, but it does hurt a lot.
Okay.
So... Actually, you know what, Brooke? You asked earlier for an Intimidate. Go ahead and give me a tough contest Intimidate. Roll high.
You've been explicitly instructed to roll high, so...
That's fairly high, I'd say.
Average.
I feel like half the dice is high at this point. Certainly is for Tucker. How did I get 3 times? That's just weird.
It's kind of insane. Curse of 2 leveled up. I guess.
I guess so.
Did you want to spend any will on this action? I have to ask because you're one of the few who has will left. Okay, that puts you over halfway. Tucker, roll 2 more dice.
Okay, how much damage, by the way?
Take another damage.
On top of the other damage?
Yeah, you are now
Okay.
at 3.
Actually 2, because I haven't changed it.
Oh, you didn't change. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was waiting to know how much damage exactly before I changed it, so 2 more.
Glares at the dice.
Oh, come on.
Okay, they helped a little.
It's one more.
I'll take anything at this point.
That's 8.
I am bleeding Tucker for dice, so...
Oh, hey,
Just ate myself trying to help or something.
you know that Paul that lifted?
Yeah.
Hey, Ryda, would you have
Yeah.
used Lucky Chant?
I mean, why not? I have nothing else to do, so why not try, I guess.
Ignore 2 ones of their rolls.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well.
That would just basically hand 2 more dice, I think.
It would bring you up to a total of 9.
Yeah.
And other beneficial effects.
Jordan, how is Tucker doing this one thing and it's taking this long? It's basically like a Super Saiyan powering up, I think.
It's...
While also taking damage.
Power of friendship.
It is taking this long because there's a lot of back and forth. This is the sort of thing where it's like, we are trying to do all this together, and it ends up cramming into about 30 seconds.
This
30
is
seconds.
It's motherfucking connection, man. It does require back and forth.
It's all action crammed into 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Also, me conspiring with you all so hard because look, never say I don't love you as players.
Look, he wouldn't be doing that if Tucker's dice roller worked properly. Then it wouldn't be a big deal.
Look, the dice giveth and the dice taketh, but I like 3 times in a row. It's like, no, it's ordained.
See ya, Smash. Good luck with your puppy.
I'm just trying to help bring out the best of what they have.
This is
Dice
Tucker's
are destined
thing.
to
I
be
just wish the
three.
dice would work for it. That's all.
And y'all have so many options at this point, sometimes I have to remind you of what you have.
Indeed.
Alright, Tucker. You drag everyone into the shadow. It is like plunging into a cold, dark ocean. We are going to stop number 51 because it's dark ocean. We're going to go all the way back up to number 12.
Okay.
As much as I love the escape music.
It's a good song.
It is a good song.
I would like to simply express that the darkness that results has a bit of crimson in it at this point. Just a little, but it's there.
Sounds like tragic music. Is Tucker gonna die?
I hope not. There's something akin to a chain. Gleaming, black and red, bound to Tucker. And currently, all of you who are so close to Tucker are bound as well. Threads, ropes, binds. They take different shapes, but they're all sort of swirling around the pained Pucciana, keeping you close even as he does his best to drag you all through this dark sea. Didst thou think you could escape with my prize? The voice of Aternatus seems ever present, and deep below, its gleaming eyes light up. A massive leviathan of a creature, far larger than its corporeal manifestation. And from beneath, in the dark, reach grasping, bony hands. 12, 100, 1,000. A myriad too much to count. Thou shalt not escape. Thieves, trespassers. As far as you seem to travel, no distance seems able to be made against this legendary. In the dark of the essence of their domain. Besides Tucker, who is going to do something?
No.
Tighten my grip on my rescue.
Honestly, it's likely that Tucker is tethered to everyone in a way, so even if you did lose your grip, it probably would be okay. At least for the moment.
I should note, Lyre looks different in here. Their bodies a gleaming, slightly scintillating white. The red thread around their horns glows all the brighter. A sort of illumination coming off their body, flecking off in small fragments, bits and pieces.
By the way, Did you intend to leave me an opening to do something with that statement? I didn't quite understand.
Tucker can't do anything right now because you're the one who's dragging everybody through here and
Yeah.
keeping them all together.
Indeed.
Can I see if there's a connection with the threads? Like, from the Swazbuck to anything of note?
Not that you can see. The threads in Liar's Horn seem both independent and a part of them. Though they glow a bright red now, you can see a sort of underlying shift in color. Almost like a crimson-hued oil.
Gonna touch one. Just lightly.
There's a sound not unlike the ringing of a bell. A pure note. Crystal. Clear. They awaken slowly. The sound ripples through the dark. And for a moment, Adonatus gives pause.
Just pause. Gives pause. That did something. That did.
Drum roll.
Florence, do you know how to play music? Play music.
Are you daft? I can't. I can't play the lyre. I'm not. They're not.
You got about 20 seconds to learn.
Florence shakes their head. That's not what I mean, you... Stubborn oaf. Stubborn and I. Forgive me, O liar. They reach over, and while hesitant, they pluck a few notes. Unfortunately, this does seem to pain Liar.
Can I use Calm Mind on Liar?
You may. Wow!
The Wondergrade is visiting, I see.
Oh!
I hope that was Adonatus' roll.
No. That was Florence's roll. You had so many dice.
Damn it, Marge. You had one job.
That's a better job.
That's just Calm Mind. Well, at least the liar soothed.
You do manage to soothe Liar's pain. And while they are calmed, they seem afraid all the same. Thou would dare. You would take what is ours. By right. By contract. Don't be nervous. You are a bard, Burke says. The show must go on, as they say. Go on, Florence. Try again. Aye. Give me skill, mistress. For this must be my last play. Let it go well. Better! Several more notes rang out. The grasping hands seemed to drift away, falling back into the abyss beyond their master. Eternatus does not seem so large now. Their sinuous, bony body swimming after you with increasing freneticism. No. Our contract shall not be broken.
If I were to try and attempt another move, would it have an accuracy penalty?
You would take a -2 penalty.
Alright, then I won't be doing it. This move has a 1 die pool.
Well, you can always try to roll with 1 die pool. And yes, Charem, that would be a good swap at the moment.
I was curious.
I mean, by base, it has 1 die. So with the -2 penalty, that's like -1 dice.
Also, I presume events 3-1?
Yes, events 3-1.
Okay.
And as for the move, you can always attempt to roll 1 die. You can't actually roll negative numbers of die.
Oh. Alright. Well, I'll attempt to roll the... Let's see. Not sure if this will work, even if it succeeds. Yeah.
What were you trying to do?
Hypnosis.
I will express.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh, goodness, yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna say that that does not work.
Yeah. It was a long shot.
You know what I thought when I saw that for?
Yep.
Sometimes you have to play the rhythm a bit to get into it.
Aww.
I wonder if anyone understands High's after it.
Long ago, you were stolen from life's forest. Though it might pain you, I'd see it returned again. So forgive me, O liar, as I wrest you from this warden's grasp. Be prisoner no more. Well, I wouldn't say that. That wasn't for Florence.
Oh.
Oh.
Florence already got his playing role.
Oh no.
One sec.
Are you trying to play ocarina songs? Are those C buttons? I just
The
realized.
second one was, the second one, the first one was Zelda's Lullaby, then I'm like, actually, it's probably closer to the song appealing.
Meanwhile, on all this, Tucker has only one focus and he can't break it. So he is unable to help with this.
It's getting harder and harder for Tucker to hang on. It's like holding your breath and dragging a weight behind you as you swim beneath the water. It's a burning, like your lungs hurting for air. Lyre's song helps. The music played by Florence. But eventually, you'll have to surface. It's just a matter of where. If your thoughts turn to safety, turn to allies. Hopefully you can get close enough to home.
It's true, even as focused as Tucker is and as much pain as he's put into it, that song does resonate on his ears all the same. Perhaps it helps him focus.
Adrenatus, so-called a god, but your followers are either full of fear or already dead. Even your prize withers under your care. I've never seen a leader so drowned by his own ego. Oh boy, yeah, go ahead and use leader's pressure. I'm giving you a +2. I'm giving you a +2 to that. Yeah, frickin' go ahead and use tough contest and intimidate, because I can't think of a better combination than that for this.
That was a good speech. Well written.
Just burn. +2.
Yes. Finally.
Oh,
Yay.
critical burn. Yeah, really. -2 dex. Yeah, that'll slow Adrenatus down as they hesitate. It's enough to give you all distance. So Tucker, I need you to roll vitality for me. I need to see how much further you go.
What a extreme roll.
Very extreme.
He'll take further damage if necessary. That won't waver him. Unless he faints.
It's less about damage and more about how long it can be held.
Of course. Just needed to bring that up.
I know. Ever self-sacrificing. There's a juddering shake. It's almost as if the chain has been disrupted. And as much as Tucker tries to continue pulling you further and further away from this dark place, it drags you upward. almost as if gravity reversed. Eternatus darts forward, its bony claws reaching out for the gleaming figure of Lyre. Now would we be alone again? No mortal will break this contract. Nay.
Muscle myself between us.
They seem to fall back. And their light dims, only for it to suddenly flare brighter as their head splits into 5. We shall not be denied that which is rightfully ours. And almost like a hand unto itself, their body lunges forward, even as you all plunge into light. Don't want to put him in there. You plunge out of the shadows, almost like diving in reverse, becoming thrown out in a familiar cavern space. A cave, a gleaming chamber of mirrored crystal and stone. Plunging out after you, Eternatus, falling with a great thunderous sound to the earth. And that's where I would like to end this session.
Interesting. I didn't expect us to go pop out that far. Actually.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna make it like a third, halfway maybe.
Yeah. I was expecting us to be near Mudbray's Ridge or something.
Possibilities included still in the Dragon's Path, but near where the exit was, and I was very tempted to leave y'all there. But you all put in so much freaking effort, and also, this is the only other place nearby that could have connected, besides the teleport point.
Talk about a team effort. So we're in the Cave of Mirrors?
You are currently in the Cave of Mirrors.
Surprised the Eternatus fits there. I guess it's a bigger cave than I thought.
It is fairly large, but Eternatus is currently diminished.
Small.
I'm actually surprised you ended before saying that Tucker collapsed.
Yeah. I mean,
You're not collapsed, but your body hurts and you are gasping for air, because that is the first instinct that will come to you.
Very fair. I will have to remember to do so in next session. I actually will write a note to you so I have something to refer to.
Write that down. Write that down.
And playing Lyre as a liar was just a shot in the dark. I'm like, hey, had a reaction. There's a good one, there's a bad one. Don't know. We gotta go for it.
I'm really glad Ralph did something, because I couldn't think of anything else, and the only other option was, well, we could, toss a man overboard.
If Florence had not rolled at least something decent, you all would not have made it so far. Also, as for Kyrio's reaction, Kambo being mad, mad's not the right word. That's not the right emotion.
I feel like he'd be scared.
I'm going to say one thing, and even Tucker picked up on this. I already expressed this to you, Card, but just to leave more mysterious for everyone else, there was one thing interesting that Eternas said in all that conversation, and Tucker picked up on it. I'll just say that much. What if anybody else
the fact that he's lonely. Was that it?
Yeah, pretty accurate.
Yeah. He's lonely.
There is more to this than you will understand yet. You will probably get that dumped on you next session.
The motivations, the complexities of it are unclear, but nonetheless, the words were said. So
nice. Oh man, you know it's a shame I didn't get to fight the skeleton dude. I would so have a talking skeleton head companion.
They don't talk though.
Like they make like grunts, right?
They don't have voice boxes, I don't believe.
Yeah, but Ralph would make it talk.
Ventriloquist style.
Oh God, yes. He probably would.
God.
But he'd be dude, the friggin' rest of the skeleton has to show up for guard duty the next day without its head.
Everybody please get 4 experience. I'm just doubling your intake of experience for this session.
While I'm legitimately annoyed when Tucker's rolls fell, I gotta say the amount of teamwork that occurred because of that was really good, actually.
Speaking of that, the whole synchronized thing, how does that, translate with Tucker?
Synchronized specifically states, this Pokemon can share its mood, feelings, and sensations with whoever caused those afflictions. There's nothing saying that you can share it with those who haven't.
I will say this too. Tucker's going to be hurting mentally and emotionally and physically. I think that's an obvious statement, but I also want to point out that anybody who has connective abilities as well might also be reeling from everything Tucker dealt with, since there was a connection to him as well. Anybody who's sensitive may also be, have to consider that.
Oh man, I loved how epic and intense that was. Like,
so yes, Hatterene should be fainted.
Yeah, for instance.
When you save the table, they should be fainted. They are not conscious.
Yeah. That makes sense, honestly.
Yeah, like down to like trying to knock shit in between me and him as I'm like desperately trying to slow it down for even like a second.
Oh, I should also pull out Eternatus.
Yeah, we actually do have Eternatus.
Oh, and we can delete the Skelly Boys.
Goodbye, Skelly Boys. I'll keep one of you. I'll put one of them in the bag just in case we want a Skelly Boy for some reason in the future.
That's fair.
So I'd like to formally say to Charem, I know I talk when, the crazy ideas that are very harsh and, kind of messed up. As me, Hydra, I totally am that's a bad thing. We probably shouldn't do that. It's heartless and such. But
disclaimer. I know. Yeah. It's a game. It's fine. It's all right. Yeah, don't worry. You don't have to explain that to me. I totally understand. It's in character.
Yeah, we understand. The disclaimer is still appreciated, though. I try to do...
Well, to be fair, it is useful to say that to an audience, I suppose.
Yeah, it's...
I'm not a heartless monster, I swear.
Yeah, we're not... Look, as much as I love torturing the players, I want them to succeed, as is evidenced here when I conspired super hard. That could have gone a lot worse. And one of the reasons I conspired super hard is, they're putting so much effort into it that there's no reason they should not succeed to a degree. But it started to compile, and they've succeeded better than expected.
I'm just happy we were able to use the music we did today. We had a nice dynamic set of music today.
We used so much music. I'm so happy.
It's very nice. I'm glad you guys like. By the way, the audience said they really liked that last song, which I'm glad. A lot of good acoustic music that's appropriate for situations involving a stringed instrument creature. I suppose.
So I love Fair's little thing there. No, this is a cool story. Damn it, I can't let them mess up. Well, okay. So here's the thing: they could still mess up if the dice decided it was ordained. It was going to happen, and it almost did. But the success is compiled. But there's a specific reason I wanted Tucker to be conscious, because depending on the outcome, Tucker and Rida may have a choice to make next session.
I figured that you would be doing that.
They could have made a choice this session if the rolls had been even more against the party. Or things had not turned out nearly as well. Those extra dice really helped. One of the outcomes of this would have resulted in you all still being in the Dragon's Path, and also maybe actually have potentially gone in the near future to where Rayquaza is. Dang, I'm sad. I was actually kind of banking on that. It's fine, I don't need it to happen, but it's like, I want to use them!
I gotta ask the customary question. Did everybody add their 4 experience? I just want to make sure before I say.
Yep.
I indeed have.
Okay. Also, I must say, goddamn my method acting. I've been sick today, actually. I was not well today. Unfortunately, suffering from kind of a headache fever situation. I was trying to get it under. I was starting to get it under control after a few hours. So before we started today, I was, when I started the stream, I was feeling really relatively okay. But I gotta say, all this stray on Tucker has brought some of that pain back out on me too. Unfortunately,
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Method acting does that sometimes.
Could I interject real quick?
Yeah.
So, did Brooke ever get like bonus XP for that rash moment?
Oh, you're right.
Brooke, you get one more.
Brooke, you get 1 more XP. I forgot.
Okay.
Because I remember that.
Does Tucker get any extra XP for like trying as hard as he can?
Sadly, that was not very docile of you.
That's. Oh wait, right. We actually.
Was it very unhinged of me? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I would be surprised how much of Tucker's actions are motivated by a docile attitude, though. For instance, he didn't want to see what Eternatus did. Like, he never once questioned, unlike Rida, who was like, oh, let's just ditch this deer so that we get away.
Rida never expressed no
attachment to them.
I know, but I'll still point it out because it was expressed out of character.
It's still funny.
But my point is that Tucker, his docile nature, he doesn't want to see people get hurt. So I think that does tie into docileness. And thus, he didn't even consider for a second of dropping the deer, since Brooke did make the choice of saving the deer after all. So
I love the part where I threw 2 guys like football.
What?
Said I love the part where I threw Luxray and Lawrence like footballs.
Oh.
So to put in perspective, Rida has sort of a hierarchy of what matters, and Brooke being at the top. So if they care about Lyre, yeah, Lyre is going to be higher up on that hierarchy. But it only goes to a certain extent where it's like, okay, do I leverage his life or Brooke's life? You know? And they would drop Lyre in a heartbeat if it meant Brooke survived.
Yep. Which, very in character for your current point. Also, wait. Shit.
Docile also.
No, Eternatus.
Apparently, gentle can be another word to use for docile, according to some dictionaries.
True. I'm sorry, you're not getting an extra XP this time.
I'm just making that little note.
I know. I also have to be less liberal with XP the further you get.
I guess so. It gets more expensive the further we get, but...
Yes. But also, you will probably earn extra XP next time, depending.
Fair.
First thing I was like, oh wait, you're in safety now. Ryda's going to pass out. Oh wait, no, Eternatus is still there. Never mind.
It's okay. Next session, he could possibly earn some bonus XP if he doesn't fade really fast. We'll see, I suppose. Save it again. All right, there we go.
Faints because in-character reasons. Stressed puppo.
Stressed puppo. Stress is not really the half of it, honestly, at this point. I feel like it's too simple.
PTSD puppo.
Though he suffered a lot of, like, mental abuse in the... Well, not mental abuse, mental trauma, I guess is the better word for it, in past sessions. So, to some degree, I think he might be used to it, unfortunately. So he might weather this okay, but we'll see.
I just realized Komodo will be extra scared of the Dragon Warden since he's a dragon.
Terrified because Eternatus is there, but also not of the idea of being locked up. Eternatus is spooky just by themselves, for various reasons, of course.
Look at it.
Yeah. But, yeah. The Warden doesn't just go out and capture and imprison dragons and other Pokemon. That's not how it works.
It's a punishment system, right? There's an actual reason.
Yes.
But I was gonna... Yeah, that's the other thing, too. This is not his domain. I wonder if he's less powerful.
Yes, but also still a legendary.
He's still legendary, yeah, but...
They will still screw your stuff up.
Yeah.
As I try to be PG.
I like that, like, censored version of saying.
Even diminished like this, they are capable of obliterating you all.
Fair. I suppose we'll see what happens next session. But, this was a lot of fun.
I think of all of y'all, only Ride is at full HP.
Really?
At
Somebody's
what
full
cost?
HP. I mean, at what cost? So yeah, not exactly
Yeah.
full HP in the traditional sense, because it was replenished by great dire situations.
Full HP, but their marbles aren't all there. But yes, I hope the audience really enjoyed this. I've mentioned before how much I love how intimidating all the legendaries have been in this game. I enjoy a game that requires creative interactions. I love the fact that I am able to make these legendaries actually intimidating and interesting for you all to interact with, because Mewtwo was fun, and also they are kind of subtly intimidating, because at least in their tower, which they're kind of stuck in, they've got basically complete control over reality.
Yep.
Which is
cool.
Which can be scary in its own right. Despite them being one of the chillest psychic cats ever.
Tucker's really chill with it too, but yeah, even Tucker understands completely just how much shit that Mewtwo could own if he wanted to.
He kind of implied that he may or may not have kicked the butler's ass.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hopefully he could do that.
And Ralph is privy to some others. Yeah, would have been privy to what Mewtwo was meant to be.
We're ending the session in Poke. Sorry to interrupt, but Poke Community just popped up a Tucker as we're ending the session. That's amazing.
Get Tucker! Everybody get Tucker! Perfect end of session. Everyone obtain a Tucker.
I don't even know if I have an Ultra Ball, but I'm going to throw one. I don't remember what I have. Anyway, sorry about that time. I just had to say that before it disappeared. That actually got everybody's attention. I don't have a Tucker, so... What were you saying, though, Tubby? Sorry.
Later, Kyrio.
See you later,
Good
Kyrio.
night,
Have
Kyrio.
a good dinner. Gotta see who catches the Tucker. It's important.
What was I saying? Oh, when we fought the I was gonna go back to when we fought the fake Articunos and how fucking cool that was to jump down and come back up on one.
Like,
Oh,
that would have absolutely been a moment on the anime where, like, he gets the crazy idea, he leaps, jumps down on its back, and, like, it goes down a bit. Then, like, the music stops for a minute, and then as it's flapping back up, it does the, it cues in with the,
Heroic Ralph theme.
I didn't get a Tucker.
Yeah, it would, like... The theme it used to play like right before Pokemon evolved. Like,
Honestly, every really big fight has gone particularly well, I feel.
I agree.
The shaman fight, the fake Articuno fight. What else is there? The Miss Magius fight. They've all gone very, very well, I feel.
Miss Maggie's fight went pretty smoothly, yeah.
I also look forward to eventually when we can fight legendaries. That'd be it. Like, it'll be earned, you know.
The shenanigans.
To be fair, you fought a fake Articuno. It was still Articuno.
Oh, fair enough. I thought it was lower power level.
Yes and no.
Fake being fake.
That Watcher's ability is not perfect, but it is very potent.
But again, Articuno is not exactly like the highest tier legendary either. So.
I mean, it's an ice type, so not to dunk on ice types. I love ice types.
As we all know, ice types are just shit in general. Like,
I love ice types. They have some really interesting ideas. Like, some of the designs are really cool for them, but unfortunately, as a typing, they are defensively very, very weak.
Oh man, I loved all the shenanigans before the Miss Maggie's fight.
Yes.
Has that's a lot of Tuckers. You should share.
I feel like I've managed to build up to the boss fights appropriately every single time.
I think you have too. Oh no, Kudo. Looking forward to Tucker evolving next session. Listen, I gotta think about this one.
So I would not force an evolution on you. That was basically a Riley only thing, and I consulted with Aragon.
I admit there's one out of character problem. If Tucker evolves, I lose the VTuber because I don't have any. I don't have any Mayana one.
I mean, he's still a Poochyena at heart.
I mean, I guess I can still use it, but
you don't have to lose the VTuber if you evolve.
I should probably plan out getting another VTuber eventually, though. Like, I probably should get a Mayana version at some point.
Maybe. But
Tucker
for now,
so many new assets, dude. Well, it's not required.
It's not required. You could always have cute Poochie Tucker.
There is always that worry that people will be like joining the stream, like, wait, what is he? Is it Mayana or is it Poochie? Because it's Poochie in the corner. It's like I think if some people might get confused. That's the only concern. But also Hyper. I don't care what you are. Put on the maid outfit. Okay. That could be probably arranged. I mean, Zeb knows a 3D modeler. I don't want a 3D model. That's way too intensive.
No. The ping tubers are much less intensive, and I personally like them a bit better in your case.
I agree. I think they fit me a bit better.
Like, the 3D models have their place, but I am very fond of ping tubers.
Yeah. I just like the efficiency of it. It runs better.
It's just less immediately interactive, I would say. There's not like the constant swaying around and what have you that a lot of VTubers end up having with the motion tracking and all that. But that's also very intensive, and ping tubers are very charming.
Yeah. I actually do have a new VTuber, though. I'll share it maybe later. Well, it's hidden for some stuff. I haven't set that up yet, but I'll show it off maybe at during the Insight or something, another stream. I'm probably gonna make this this stream's Insight's probably gonna be really short because I legit I don't feel that great. So actually, on that note too, we should probably think about concluding, so I can go get some rest. So, but yeah, thank you again, guys, for joining me. It was a very good session. I'm glad to get back into the.
Sorry, I accidentally deleted a thing.
I was very confused for a moment. It's fine. I saved the table a long time ago, so it doesn't really matter.
Record stretch.
But and thank you. I'll probably feel better as long as I can get like some Tylenol and maybe some decent food and drink some more water and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good night, and I guess we'll see. I guess we will see session. What day would that be? Oh, May 10th. Okay, May 10th is the next one, unless something comes up. For session 104 will be then. But
Yep.
yeah, but yeah, thank you very much. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Sorry to interrupt your closing out. I am going to be on vacation next week all the way up to the 9th.
Okay.
The 10th is my last day of vacation, and it will be when I arrive home, because my flight is overnight, and I'll arrive back over here at like either midnight 30, 1 a.m., and then I'm going to sleep. Hopefully I have the energy to run.
If you don't, I understand.
Yes.
I'm thinking
I don't want to leave y'all in super suspense from this, because this is a very fun moment. So I apologize if I can't run that day. So anticipate, but do not hype up too hard about it.
fair. We will see what happens. But yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to say, of course, as I said at the beginning of the stream, this right here was not a charity stream, because Pokerole can't be part of this particular event. But Tuesday I was running a charity stream event. So same with Friday and Sunday coming up. We'll be continuing it. So if you guys want to check out the Catch a Million to Conquer Kids Cancer St. Baldrick's charity event, you can check it out whether I'm streaming or not. You can check it out at this link I just popped up in the chat, which again is going to be in the YouTube video description too, because yeah, we're trying to raise $1,000 on our own end, but it's a $100,000 goal that St. Baldrick's is trying to raise. So go check it out if you're interested. Maybe help out if you feel like it. But yeah, just wanted to bring that up one more time before we close out. But yeah, you guys have a lovely night. I'm going to head off here too, off the call. So you guys on the call, good night to you. And I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Also, as an aside, before we exit the call, technically you caught a sawsbuck this session. Does that count?
Oh, if only there was a category for something like Pokerole. Maybe I should recommend that for the next year, because I think this is a yearly thing they do, actually. More games. They should add more games.
I'm just being silly. You all have a wonderful night.
You too. Good night, everyone. And as to you guys, stream goers and YouTube viewers, I hope you very much enjoyed as well. I'll see you guys in another 2 weeks for Pokerole. Hope to see you guys for the charity streams on Friday and Sunday as well. It's all Pokemon this week, so, you know, relevant. Because Catch a Million, it's about catching Pokemon and raising charity money, so yeah. But in any case, I'll see you guys for one of those streams or another 2 weeks or probably around there for session 104. Thanks again for watching, everyone.